Yo, what's good?
That was the third time I got crabs.
Oh, okay. Why was that what you decided? What?
I'm posting. I'm working. Piss off. I'm sorry. I didn't find the Marvel Legends figures I was looking for today, and I'm a little bit perturbed about it.
Oh, really? And that's why you decided to leave the sound on your phone?
I'm working.
Uh-huh. Hi, everybody. Welcome to SCNS Plays D&D. I'm Cora. I'm your DM. Welcome to this adventure. Everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Howdy.
So, who would like to explain what happened last game?
Caught a murderer.
I shot a guy.
Cassidy finally got to shoot a guy.
I mean, it's not the first time I've shot somebody.
No, but I've denied you quite a bit.
It's true.
I've been trying to shoot them all game. And
I
then
got to talk down to a lot of people before I set mock up for a brilliant reveal.
Oh, yeah. You found a box. It was a creepy box.
It was a creepy box.
we have another one of these damn amulets, don't we?
Mm-mm.
No.
I mean, no, what do you have?
He had a
He-
weird
he
creepy
just-
sacrifice
Oh,
bowl,
that's right.
Yeah,
which I have now.
which doesn't feel out of character for you.
It'll go perfectly with the bees.
Yes, my bag of bees.
Yeah, caught a murderer, got horses, left the ranch.
But most importantly, the murderer also served the Dark One.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noticed
And
some
unfortunately was the
pattern.
bow of the girl that I was looking to.
To shag? Just say it. Just
Get
say
to
it.
know better.
To
Shag.
romance.
And then I had to
Knock-
blast the guy,
knock
which has
bootstraps.
made things all kinds of awkward now.
Knock bootstraps with. That's how. That's.
It actually reminds me of a Shania Twain song.
I believe it's still just boots.
I do believe it goes, "Whose bed have your boots been under?"
Is that a
no,
thing?
it doesn't.
Is that a Shania Twain song?
Yes.
Oh.
Ugh. No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jason's new paramour was boot up already, so.
Ah.
So you have. What? Oh, okay. So, caught a murderer. You were able to load up on some delicious fresh supplies from the Yeehaw Ranch, which I can't say normally anymore because of all of you. I hate all of you individually.
Keep it down.
Sure.
And you've got horses. You've gotten, what was it, chestnut that is hazel colored and hazel that is chestnut colored?
Yeah!
Because I forgot the name of my own horses.
Fair enough.
Not even gonna pretend because all of you knew already.
And Crusher learned not to talk to fishermen unless they have nets.
I don't
Was that the
remember
qualifier? I remember that don't talk to fishermen,
Yeah.
and then that there was like a
yeah, that was.
qualifier on there.
Yeah.
Probably I wasn't there.
Yeah, Crusher learned that while speaking with the ranger from the Undying Flames as they were searching for clues.
Mhm.
Because he got to watch him talk to a frog.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I was very excited about it.
And I got to hang out with Harold.
Yes. And Harold has become a sweet baby that everyone wants to protect, and I'm so happy. Because he's an idiot.
I got to sneak around behind Ryland for a while.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Ryland was thoroughly uncomfortable.
Ryland thoroughly hopes that you never come back, but he knows you will.
And above all, I don't have to walk anywhere now.
Yes, you have your own horse.
We got a cart as well, correct?
Yes, you got 2 horses and a cart.
Okay.
Because you're too big for a horse and I'm too small for a horse.
Yep.
Yep.
Kira's too small for a horse, maybe?
We're gonna put
I
like
can
a
ride
we're gonna
on
put it like a
it.
perch.
Yeah.
Also, for the sake of, I don't want to deal with it, you all can ride in the cart comfortably and carefully without the cart exploding. Meaning Crusher, you can ride in the cart.
Oh, good.
Because I don't... It's such
Crusher
a...
just runs everywhere. on the car.
It's one of those little things that I just don't care enough about.
That's fair.
And it won't impact the story in any meaningful way, so you get to ride in the cart.
Awesome.
And that way everyone can also be together if that's what you chose to do.
Also, our figurines are not on the table because they're behind a camera that doesn't need to be moved. So I'll be represented this evening by Frank Castle.
I will be represented this evening by Voltron.
I will be represented by a sentinel.
It's actually a crease.
I see you more as the guy like from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt that keeps losing his gun. That's more how I see your character than Frank Castle, just so you know.
That's fair. Who's representing you?
No one, I'm here.
Alright.
I'm being represented by the God Gundam because I am a god.
That's fair.
I'm a little dinosaur.
No laugh from the peanut gallery. wait, I'm gonna show off. I am a god
With a little floppy rainbow.
with a little floppy rainbow.
I feel like DMing has gone to her head.
Yeah.
I don't know
You
what
think?
you're
She
talking
threatens to kill me every time I like.
Well, no one thought that was weird.
She's like, I'm gonna kill your character.
I assume anyone who's known you long enough has threatened a few times.
It's not the first time I.
Yeah.
All right. So you have your horses, you have your cart, and you have just said goodbye to Rylan and Jack of the Yeehaw Ranch.
Yeah.
What would you like to do next?
Does anyone actually know how to drive a cart?
I do.
I think we settled
No.
that at the end. I
Did we?
think. I don't know for sure, but I thought
Aren't you on a horse by yourself?
somebody rolled
Yeah.
the animal.
Oh,
handling.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
I just because I know how
As
doesn't
I
mean
don't
I'm not
remember
gonna.
who, but somebody did roll animal handling.
I
As
can
a-
get along with
As
horses.
a meta thing, because I did look up this rule later, D&D 5e does not make you roll to maneuver a cart, like to drive a cart or
There's
to
not
ride
a
a horse.
vehicle proficiency
No.
thing that you need.
As long as you're not in combat or
Okay.
trying to do something stupid. Like if you wanted to do some kind of trick, cool stunt with a cart, you're gonna have to
Or
roll for that.
potentially if you're running away from something that freaks the horses out, stuff
So
like
if we're,
that.
so
but
if we're trying to
normal,
jump a
everyday.
cliff, there's a rule for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's 1d6 per 10 feet, I think.
And we did
That
not,
is
All
the
day.
trick.
and we did not level last game, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Y'all didn't actually do a lot of stuff that would warrant leveling, but y'all did have a lot of fun, which was the whole point. It was like a little break.
I'm going to kill random creatures I see on the road for
You
XP.
had fun.
Well, you tipped a cow, so.
I got
did.
a horse
This
out of
was
all this.
Super
Oh.
fun. I
Alright.
very
Alright.
much enjoyed
Alright, so
this.
you've left the ranch. Where are you going?
On the road.
Well, yes.
Where are our options?
Your options are if you go south, well, I mean, you're going to be going south anyway, but if you continue south, you'll be headed back towards the Calico Bay and to Cellar Holes. If you take a left,
Solar holes.
if you take a left, you'll be headed back towards Dawnflower, and if you continue on past Dawnflower, you will get to Shellport.
Where are the? I think they were called the Flatlands.
In the Flatlands, you are not quite sure where those are.
Okay.
You have
Alright,
not
so-
researched those yet,
Okay.
but these are areas that you know of generally from people you've talked to.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll pull Chestnut up closer to the cart. So being as it seems we are going to be targeted a little bit here, who's off for getting a bit more proactive in finding these sons of bitches?
That's yes.
What sons?
Well, clearly they sent that D-bag back there after us.
It's your first time being targeted, I guess.
No, it's plenty of time to get targeted. I say we go after. Let's start targeting them.
I don't know. Was there?
We have to figure out where to find them first.
Do you know where
Pro-
they are?
Probably be more helpful to keep that other one alive now.
Well, he didn't tell us anything, even when we tried to get
And
him.
unfortunately, we seem to have killed every single person that we've run across that has anything that might have. Wait a minute.
It's weird. It's almost like you should not shoot people
No,
the
that's not
minute
at all
you
like it.
suspect them of anything.
Well, what about our
That's a
little?
very astute observation.
To be fair,
Thank
he
you.
kind of tried to set everyone on fire.
Oh,
Hey, we still got
this
that
one
other.
did.
We still got the other fellow we left back in Calico Bay.
Who's that?
I can't think of his
The
name.
dead
Rhonda?
guy?
No, I gave him the 50 gold.
Runner?
Oh, Runner.
Runner. Yeah.
He didn't know anything.
We could go ask Amara,
Hey, there's a thought.
That was the
fortune teller.
fortune teller, right?
I even looked at the right part of the paper.
Good for you.
Hey, I wouldn't mind a little bit more free food and drink.
You probably would not get more free food and drink. You do realize that.
We
I
saved
thought he told us we had.
Hey,
We were
we-
allowed to.
we
come
saved
back
that place.
after
Uh-uh.
we saved it, did maybe not.
I mean,
Well, we're, to my understanding, allowed to come back. I don't
We're
think we
big
get
damn heroes.
free everything.
Not
That was a
everything, but I
travel
thought we
voucher.
got room and board because I saved the place.
Okay, room and board's good.
Do we want to keep going in circles though?
Yeah, generally.
Like, is that the plan, to just keep going back to the places you've already been? Did
Well-
you not investigate the first time? I wasn't here, but
Well, you didn't meet
you ask a
Amara.
lot of questions. It seems like
Well,
it's a dead end.
You didn't meet Amara, but she was actually pretty proficient at fortune telling stuff and gave us a bit of information last time.
I'm pretty proficient at fortune telling.
Sure. Tell us where the dark one is.
I'd like to cast augury.
alright, what does augury do?
It just says if the next 30 minutes of your actions are going to turn out good or bad.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, we have.
My
Which one of
planned
the stones
action is to continue sitting in the cart.
Okay.
Are we carrying
Wheel.
at least one of them stones
Wheel.
with us?
Huh?
We left the other stone with the.
No, we didn't.
No,
we have
y'all-
both of them.
We have.
I
we
have
that
one.
Never mind, sorry.
I have the red one.
My stones are telling me we need to keep doing what we're already doing.
What is that?
Yeah, Colonel, that's riding a horse, Dot.
Driving? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm down for a new place. I try as a general rule not to go back to places I've already been.
If they receive us so well there. All right, we'll go back later another time. All right, so south.
Shellport?
That sounds good. Just as a quick question, does anybody know where the flatlands are?
Nope.
I've never been.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of flat lands.
I think she means a bit more specific in the name, Dot.
I'm a dude.
I'm sorry. Crusher. Shit, I'm wrong yet. Anyway.
I mean, I'm not a cartographer.
Yet.
It doesn't sound like there's a lot of riches to be had there. It sounds awful.
It-
They're probably rich and flat.
Flatness. Rich and
Plain
flat.
old Spanish for flat.
Like girls from Southern California.
Actually, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Flat and something else. Anyways, it takes you guys a little bit of time to travel. It actually starts getting dark about the time you get near Dawnflower. So you have the option to either camp out there, like camp out on your way to Shellport, or you can head to Dawnflower. Those are
Was it out of the way?
no, like Dawnflower is on the way there.
Okay.
You would, if you went to Dawnflower, you would make it there as darkness fell. If not, you can camp out in the marshes.
I don't think I want to camp in a marsh.
I
No.
want to camp in a marsh.
I'm not.
Show of hands who don't want to camp in the marsh. And there we go. Let's go.
Crusher is just fine with whatever.
I will stand up.
It's a show of hands. Crusher.
No, I know. I do not care one way or the other.
Marshes smell bad, so.
Okay. So we are going to go to
Can
Dawn.
you smell?
Yes.
Crusher can smell?
Oh God.
Yes.
I'm concerned.
I do not have to. But I can.
With the
Not
way
something you ever do?
with the way the doc said that, I'm assuming you probably should.
I'll come talk to you later.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. You guys make it back into Dawnflower about the time nighttime fully hits. You of course have the Honeysuckle Inn as an option to stay if you would like.
They got a stable?
Yeah. They're the biggest inn in town. They're probably the only one that has one big enough for a stable.
Okay, well, we need to stay with these horses and then head to the hotel or inn.
Yep. You meet with the gentleman at the stable. He gives you like a little ticket to hand to the receptionist when you get in there. So
So we're going to the same inn that we were at, right? The trivia contest?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go in first to kind of go up to the innkeeper and be like, Hey, we will not fight anyone. I promise. Okay? Because I think we were friends.
Yeah. Y'all had left on good terms. It started out rocky, but y'all had left on good terms because y'all took care of... Well, I say y'all. He took care of the damages that he caused.
Yes.
Cassie burst in. Let's start drinking and fighting.
Maka actually was the one that saved that relationship.
Okay, then I'll... Do you want to come in with me? We are,
I want
think...
to not tell them ahead of time. If they have enough customers, likelihood is that they've forgotten us.
Okay.
Like, that's what I said, but I don't know. They might know you. I don't...
They may...
Because you're weird.
Yeah.
People usually remember me.
Same.
Yes, I think I caught that.
I make it a point to try to make sure they don't.
I'm the picture of being inconspicuous.
You do realize you shot a gun and started a bar fight?
I don't seem to recall that in that
I
manner.
don't think he shot a gun in the inn.
He did
He broke plates.
give him a scare.
He did a blank, but it was
I
enough.
don't recall it
You
happening.
can't
in that
really
order.
have a picture of being inconspicuous. That makes no sense.
Why don't you stay outside for just a second and we'll
Why don't
see
you
if
stable down with the horses?
Nah, it's all right.
we'll see if
Are
he
you-
remembers
You were
us.
very happy to get that horse.
Huh?
You were very happy to get that horse.
I assumed you wanted some one-on-one time with the horse. You were so happy to get it.
I'll do that. Got to train him not to get spooked when I shoot a gun.
That's disgusting.
What?
So we'll go inside.
I'm going to the
I'll-
inn.
I'll head
My
inside.
horse has been stabled.
I'll follow Crusher
How closely?
Now on West End.
uncomfortably.
Huh?
Okay.
I said Equus now on West End.
Okay, you go into the inn. It's kind of busy tonight.
Okay.
Like, it's not super busy, but it's in that nice, like, steady...
Is
Amount
it
of
the
customers.
first, like, Monday of the month or whatever?
It's a night kind of like that where it's like, it's obvious.
Can we win any money while we're here?
No, there is no trivia going on. You do see a traveling troupe performing on the stage. It's actually the troupe that you recognize from last time.
They don't get around too much.
But this is a time where they can make money. They're probably going to stay here a little bit.
What season is it?
Like springtime. It's that nice and warm springtime.
Does
With
the
the cool nights.
innkeeper? I don't think I have his name. Does the innkeeper
I
is
would
the
call it at
the Hamilton Bard or the innkeeper there?
Yes, the Hamilton Bard is the one that is performing with his troupe.
Okay.
Susie is behind the bar,
Okay.
tending to some customers.
Okay. Does
What-
she look freaked out? Does she look? I don't know. Does
It's
she
funny that you should
recognize
ask
us?
that, actually.
Okay.
She doesn't. She has not noticed you all yet,
Okay.
but she does look uneasy.
So
Okay.
it's only she and I inside right now.
Okay, so it's only you two.
Yeah.
No, like,
Or-
I was going in if we were
Oh,
going in.
okay.
because
I'm
I
going
had
in.
a relationship.
Okay, so
You're
everybody.
coming in with us.
But if
I'm
they're
coming in
going,
with y'all.
Everybody came in.
Like, I solved the crisis last time,
So-
go.
Y'all come in. She has not noticed you yet. She's tending to another customer, but she looks kind of uneasy. And normally I would make you roll for something like that,
Okay.
but it's obvious. Like, you know how, like, when someone is uncomfortable with something and you can just see it?
Can I?
She's got a help me face.
Can I
Kind of,
scan
but it's
around?
not. It's not the same. Same energy, but not that face.
Can I scan around to see if I can see what, if anything looks like a danger, looks like a threat?
Make a perception check for me.
Perception. Oh, that's pretty good. 18.
18. Alright, you don't notice if that anyone is a particular threat,
Okay.
but you do notice this same general feeling of unease around the people that you would consider locals.
I'm sorry, what was the name of the inn?
The Honeysuckle Inn.
Honeysuckle.
Yes. Yeah, around the people that you can tell are locals that, you know, aren't travelers, they're here for the bar itself.
Mhm.
You can tell there's some kind of unease about them.
I'm gonna look outside for a second and see if I see, I don't know, a giant storm overhead or any werewolves or any of the things that have seemed to make things uneasy before.
No.
Okay.
Perhaps, a storm that is raging but doesn't move. None of that going on.
None of that.
Werewolves tearing through people. Anything like that.
Y'all sure were a lot livelier last time we came through here. What the hell's got y'all so down?
Do you actually yell that to
Yep.
people?
That's not what inconspicuous
Well,
means.
Do we?
The
do we
sun.
see
You know what?
a kobold getting beat up by someone?
You know how in movies when in old Western movies when a stranger walks into the bar, all the music and all the noise stops and it all turns to them.
The,
That
like,
has just happened.
cacophonous stuff.
Yeah, all of the noise has just stopped and everyone has turned to you.
I'm gonna like duck away from him.
Yeah, I'm gonna like circle around.
Does everybody like slowly leave
I head
Cassidy?
towards.
And while
there's
everyone's
a-
staring, that was a legitimate question. Jeez.
I don't remember, and this can be character too if you
Yeah.
want. I don't remember the waitress's name, but I remember that we were flirting.
Yeah,
So-
I also don't remember her name. Because
Why
I
I'll go
don't.
find
I
the
don't.
Tell us what her nickname is.
Her
Jim.
name. Huh? Did you say Jem or Jim?
Jim.
No, it's gonna be Jem now though. It's short for Jamantha.
Wow. Okay.
Sure. I wouldn't go with that as a nickname. Weirdo. No, I see her, and if I see her, I see her.
Yeah, you see her. She's one of the ones like she's setting a mug down at someone's table, just looking at Cassidy like.
As soon as she sees me, I'm gonna wink at her and just be like, "Is there an empty table?"
Oh yes, right over here.
Okay.
And she kind of looks at you. I'll address your question in a minute.
Hmm.
He is the picture of inconspicuous.
There you go.
What's her
Oh,
picture?
without a doubt. And her sarcasm level is high.
I look at Maka and then I.
All right. Well,
So cute.
what's wrong with these people?
She comes back around. She's like, "Can I get drink orders for all of you?"
Sure. I'll have whatever I have.
The flower beer thing. There's like a flower beer.
Like a floral ale, or it was the
Yeah.
mead that you had at Yeehaw.
Oh, it's the
actually.
same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have one of those and 2 shots of whiskey.
All right.
What do you have?
Well, we have wine, we have ale, we have mead, we have water.
I would like a water.
Okay.
What kind of wine do you have?
Well, it depends on what you're feeling. We have some red wines and we have some white wines. The white wines are very dry. The red ones are very sweet. We do have a pink that we've mixed together from the two.
Is that what pink wine is?
Kind of.
They're
Not quite,
blush
but-
wine.
And not, you don't just like pour them in
Yeah, no.
together like I'm
They're-
sure they're doing
Yeah.
here.
It's
But yeah,
it's like a
red,
blush
It's red and white.
wine. I know more about wine than I should for someone who doesn't drink it.
I have like a rosé.
Rosé. All right, we do have a rosé,
Whiskey.
Ooh, fancy.
whiskey.
I will also have
Rosé.
Water.
a
Whiskey.
rosé. Whiskey. I will have a whiskey. Yes.
Okay. Right, and I'll be right back.
It's good
It's
for
poison,
your
Crusher.
joints.
What?
It's poison.
So are you, but you're here.
She goes off to get the drinks.
It makes it a lot easier
Um,
to talk to people.
Now that y'all have sat down, the noise has started to pick back up in the bar. And things have come back to normal.
You just got two very conflicting pieces of information.
What happened? What was it?
He said it was poison. She said it makes it easier to talk to people. And Crusher's like, I have no idea what's going on.
Oddly, both of those are true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, Mia?
It's not her fault.
So behind you in the bathroom, there's a check the bottom drawer for a towel.
Yeah. At least it's just water.
I mean, yeah, it is water.
Okay. But-
What the hell?
Yeah,
Are there
we
any
should
in there?
Still clean it, but at least it's
Okay,
just
there's
water.
paper towels in the kitchen.
There's one here.
How did that happen?
Okay, there we go.
Middle drawer.
Thank you, Helper.
Oh, okay.
It's not even like it was like shaken.
It's
or
one of the
anything.
drawers. Yeah, that's been sitting for a while. What the hell?
Anything that's carbonated water somehow just hoards carbonation, like the plate. Like it It's insane.
It's like that Simpsons episode where Bart shook the beer up for like days.
Yes, exactly. Except it could only have been shooken
Here
for
you go,
like
Mia.
a minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got it all? Just,
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
there was a towel on the floor?
No.
No, he got one.
just
Ah,
drop it.
okay.
I'm just sad Topo Chico got spilled.
Yeah.
I know,
That's
right?
sacrilege.
It's the best because it's the fizziest.
Did
That's
you
the
know?
problem, apparently.
And I learned this from my roommate. A, if you can put water flavoring in it and it makes it taste like soda, which is really interesting. But B, if you do that and do it a quick squirt, like instead of just like little drops, it will fizz out of the bottle. And it was very fun to watch that happen.
What do you do in order to make it fizz out of the bottle?
You
Open
take-
the bottle?
Well, no.
Yes.
Well, that apparently.
Well
yes.
done.
But the glass bottles, when you open them, if you
Uh-huh.
take water flavoring like Mio or whatever, and just do a lot like a squirt into it instead of doing it in drops, it will fizz out of the bottle. Which I found amusing
Well, I guess I don't have anything to drink today.
because I didn't have to clean the mess up.
On the next episode, SCNS Mythbusters.
Oh God, we could do that. That'd
So-
be fun. Anyways,
I'm gonna follow Jem to help her with the drinks,
okay.
and I'm gonna be like, "So what's going on? Why is everyone so quiet?" Like purposely, kind of aside, because I don't
Yeah.
know if I want to get into this.
Well, have you heard of the Loreflower Woods?
Of course.
The woods behind Dawnflower?
Yeah.
Well, someone ventured into them a couple of days ago. And haven't come back.
Is that a common occurrence?
Not necessarily. We all know not to go into the woods.
Why did they go?
I don't know the details. You'd have to speak to their party. And she kind of points to a table that has some very beefy looking men and women sitting at it. You'd have to talk to them. He was adventuring with them. I don't have all of the information. I don't know why he left. She, with your help, takes the drinks back over to
Yeah.
the table, hands them out to everybody. You all have your drinks.
When she, like, as she's going around, I tell everyone.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why everyone here is a giant bummer.
Are the woods the same as the marsh?
Sure.
Are the woods the same as the marsh?
No.
Okay.
The marsh is in front of town. The forest is behind town.
I do not think so. I think they are two different places. Marsh is like wet, and forest is very tall.
I'm aware of how biomes work. I do appreciate that you're aware of how biomes work.
I learned it fairly recently, and I was excited.
But woods
Yes.
is sort of a general term that people throw at any group of 4 or more trees.
Oh, okay.
Remember, Crusher, if he ever makes
Don't
you
write
angry,
that down.
if he ever makes you angry, you can just literally yeet him across the bar.
We're gonna play that game, throwing the kobolds. Someone set up a target.
And the target is the wall.
Someone calls them goblins.
Remember, he could
We
not.
got messed up by goblins.
All right. So now you have this information.
Yeah, I don't know what that has. I guess we should ask if there's a reward.
Money?
Maybe.
Reward for what?
For recovering him or parts of him or
So far,
whatever's out there.
every time we have tried to help people, it has helped us as well. We have gotten discounts on things, or we got,
Free
this
food.
useless piece of garbage. Pull out the ambulance. Oh, okay, sorry.
I usually just get to continue living.
Yes.
And I'm all for dispensing justice.
But let's go talk to these guys.
I have to know. Who is the face that you're going to have talk to these?
Me.
I run to the table.
Lead the way, Doctor.
Yeah, I was
Wait,
gonna say I could run faster, probably.
I run over to
being
the
taller,
table.
and make sure that he's
Like-
not.
I want to see what happens if Doctor. Long
Cat
name.
wants
Do you have a missing friend, guys?
I pull up there.
You get there after he's already
After
started.
he's already scurried over.
He scurried past you with a speed you didn't realize a kobold could do.
What?
Oh, then
Like a
I
lizard, just like
disengage and go stand by the wall.
to watch.
So,
A wallflower and dawnflower.
so he's already asked them, how do they react to the cobalt thing?
What the biggest of them?
No, no.
You don't know him. The one that you
Good.
had
I'm
the
just saying,
altercation
I know.
with was Harold.
I know.
This is not Harold.
Good old Harold.
The biggest of them turns and is speechless because he doesn't see anything because kobolds are short. He's like, "Did y'all hear that?"
Yes, I asked who was missing.
He just kind of picks you up. Like, are you wearing a shirt?
I'm wearing a leather armor.
Okay.
So like
He-
the regular.
He kind of picks you up by your leather armor. Like, what? Like, I didn't know lizards could talk.
That
First
one.
of all, we're descended from dragons. We're not lizards. We don't do that tongue thing. Second of all, I am a doctor and a highly skilled investigator.
Right. He just kind of sits you on the table so you can be seen.
Thank you.
I will go ahead and head over there and stand kind of behind the doctor.
Just in case.
Yeah.
We
I'm
also
still watching from a relatively close but distinct difference.
Are you
Yeah.
are you standing with Maka?
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
to stand by the wall where I could hear,
Yeah,
but
I'm standing near Maka.
also that little feller happens to be our friend, by the way.
And who are you?
Well, people that tend to roam about looking for trouble, apparently, and we hear that y'all might have a little bit of it.
We have no trouble here.
Your name is people.
Oh, I thought your friend went missing.
Yeah?
Oh, is that not trouble? That's not trouble?
Yeah, looking.
He
It's not a problem.
Oh, okay.
he was determined to go explore the Loreflower Woods. Said that there were mysteries and magic and some BS that he wanted to explore. It's not our thing. That's his thing.
Okay, I'm gonna come closer. Like, would it be possible for me to expound on the BS?
He just kind of shrugs. He's like, I don't know, some like mumbo jumbo hippie bull crap.
And y'all ain't looking
No.
to find him at all?
When you say hippie bull crap, do you mean like?
Free love?
Do you mean like free love or like powerful amulets?
Neither.
Okay.
Like nature one with you stuff.
Okay, yeah. That sounds like a druid.
Like, he wanted to go explore that. It's not our thing, so we told him we wouldn't be going. He was determined, said that it felt like something was in the woods calling him. So he left. And we've decided if he's not back in the next couple of days, then we'll go on. That's what adventurers do.
You will go on, like, leave him?
He'll find us again. It's a forest. Everyone here seems very scared of it, but it's a forest. What's in there that could do any harm? It's not even that big.
Well, in the surrounding, I don't know, some miles we have found werewolves and goblins and a ghost that almost killed us and then a guy that set off a fireball, which didn't
I
seem...
glance at Crusher, like, if I catch his eye, I'm like,
and
Also,
lots
tasty
of
crab
other
creatures.
dangerous
And
things.
bosses.
That's
Well-
not an encounter we want to talk about. In fact, I just want to forget ever seeing that happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that could be really dangerous in there. I take it you're not like super attached to your friend who you let get lost in the woods on his own.
The group just kind of like mumble to each other and just kind of...
Okay, an overwhelming shrug.
Yeah, an overwhelming feeling of,
what is the group comprised of? Like, what races?
There are various races like Goliaths and humans, but they're massive. Like, think professional wrestler level of, like, bulk and beef.
How many are there?
There is 4.
Okay.
Like, they essentially look like they came out of the WWE. Like, exactly. Just grab Brock Lesnar and make 3 of them, and then take the beefiest woman you've ever seen and put that one there, and now you have this.
Hey, Doc, in case anything goes down, take the big one, okay?
And she's also very cute, so.
Yeah, Jill Mills is cool.
What?
Wait, what did you do?
What did you do?
Huh?
What did you do?
I jokingly said something to Doc.
What did you
I
say?
said, hey, Doc, anything bad goes down, take the big one, okay? And he just looked like, well, distracted.
Okay, you said your friend said the woods were calling to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't think that seemed a my bit peculiar?
He's a weird kid.
How old is he? Who is he? Name, rank, serial number, something like that.
The woods
Age,
were
sex,
calling.
location.
Sorry. Horrible flashbacks to early internet days.
Looking,
Y'all
I
know
am looking for a something like that.
His name's Harker.
Okay. Pencils get picked up.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
What's wrong with Harker?
Nothing.
Was he a big fella like y'all?
Oh no, he's a little dude.
How little?
Not your size.
And what exactly did he
No,
say the woods happened to be saying to him?
He just said the woods were calling to him. I mean, he says that kind of stuff all the time. He's very, like, in tune with that nature stuff.
And he just disappeared? Or did he say, hey, I'm going to go over here and answer the call?
He told us that he was going there whether we were going with him or not.
How long has he been gone?
A couple of days.
Rather stubborn individual.
So when you say that he was like in tune with nature, do you mean he was like good at tracking things, or that he had like did magic or something?
He was pretty good at tracking. He does a lot. He's a very bookish kid. He likes, and he's always felt like, you know, nature is his thing, I guess. I don't know. And you can tell by the way he's talking, like, when he says kid, he doesn't mean like a child.
Yeah.
Y'all
Okay.
particularly attached to this fella?
He'll be alright.
Well, if he's particularly bookish and something big and monstrous like, say, a werewolf came at him, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is his survivability?
What's one?
1's the lowest of definitely dead.
So-
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very dead and
We don't know if that
You know,
kid can
10
grovel.
10 being he actually killed the werewolf in one fell swoop.
More like Harold.
Oh, you know Harold? He's an idiot.
You know Harold?
He is. Harold's cool.
I'd say he's at a 5.
Okay, a 5 on the scale of.
Yeah, he would. I don't know if
Dead
he'd
to
be able to
not dead.
kill it, but he'd be able to get away from it. Maybe.
How long did he say how long he would be gone?
No, but usually when he goes off on his own sometimes. He's usually back in a couple of days, so he should be back like tomorrow.
Why is everyone else worried about it if you're not?
I don't know. They have some kind of superstition that the woods are like haunted, or that the woods are filled with magic.
Have you not run across either of these things before?
Why didn't we get that information from last time we came through?
We didn't
Not-
test.
You were too busy breaking plates and ruining the inn.
I'm not breaking one
Shooting in
plate.
the air.
You did.
I didn't break a plate.
Yes, you did.
I don't recall.
You did.
This is Cat. You
The
did.
party. Do any of them look like magic users at all?
Absolutely
They're
not.
all fighters of barbarians and brawlers.
Pretty much.
Is this guy your healer?
Like the woman speaks up. Yes.
It seems like you'd be worried about him.
He'll
Seems
be
might
alright.
valuable.
She just like takes a swig of beer.
We could get a
So
healer,
if-
guys.
If he heals you,
Yeah.
like on a hopefully semi-regular basis, you put magic in quote marks
I've never heard of a whole forest being comprised of magic. I've never heard of a whole forest being haunted.
We just went
You
to
don't
a
look
haunted
like you've
temple.
heard of a lot of things that are out there.
What is the radius that
Yeah,
you
we
are
killed
used
the
to
ghost.
taking magic?
Not an entire forest.
Well, you said it's a small forest.
Right, I mean, it's still a forest.
More than 4 trees.
Radius.
I'm gonna go back to the table. Our table.
Are you done with them now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be back tomorrow, and these people that live in this town will understand that it's just a forest with trees.
Okay.
Yeah, these people look like they have a hard time understanding
Yeah.
forests.
So,
That's probably the right call. Don't get in any barroom brawls. You don't have a way to recover. Okay, see ya. And I go back to the table.
yeah, I'm gonna
I don't
follow
know. They
Maka.
look like they substituted all their brains for more muscles.
Yeah, that's fair. Not to be
So, I get the feeling that them there brutes over there don't appreciate that feller.
I got that feeling.
They really do not give a damn about this guy. Now,
Oh,
why don't you,
they
little
don't care
sweet
about
talk-
their companion. Somebody
Clearly.
that they have been traveling with.
It's really
It's
weird.
very mean.
that's not that weird.
Is that mean?
I
He's
mean,
mean.
Maka and I may not be fond of each other, but if anybody tries to mess with Maka, I'll put a bullet.
Would you just leave us?
No.
Would
But
you?
I would expect to be left.
Yeah, right? Finally, somebody here who understands me.
Oh.
I would never leave any of you. That's
So,
not what.
What if-
How would you even know?
What if we went 3 different ways on a...
Exactly.
You'd have to leave somebody.
Well,
First of
long,
all,
as long as
Your
one of them was
presence is
him.
really like.
As long as it was you
Notable.
two and then these two, I can pick them up. So that would be
What if
fine.
she was flying?
I don't know.
Do you think you could carry me in flight?
oh,
How
well, this I
heavy are
gotta
you?
see.
How heavy are you?
42 pounds?
Kira,
Maybe.
This seems
Oh
more
my
important.
God.
Let's
Do
go
it.
see if he can do that.
Okay.
God.
Let's
before
find
we
out.
do anything else,
So everyone gets drunk and sees.
I mean, I'm not that drunk. I just
I
want
don't
to see
drink,
it.
it's poison.
One glass of wine.
Honestly, me as a person
I
wants
feel-
to have this image in my brain. So
I feel as though
please
this could be used in
continue.
combat.
Not that drunk. Not that drunk.
She could like
They
do a
scream,
bombardier
they count
run
more
and
drinks.
drop him on someone's face.
Not that drunk.
No, I'm
You're
37
just
pounds.
stupid.
Even less.
Ah, okay.
Huh?
Probably.
I'm 37 pounds.
Snatch him up and fling him across the bar. Let's see this.
Yeet.
No, we're gonna go
Stop
outside.
We go outside like civilized people. I
Okay.
put on my
We're-
hat of
we're
feathers
allowed-
so
we're
I
not-
can watch
We're allowed to.
airborne.
What,
We're allowed to take our
spring
drinks outside. So okay.
So y'all are y'all doing this outside or inside the bar?
Outside. I'm
Okay.
not gonna do that inside the bar.
Okay, you're
we're gonna break plates.
All right, Doc. I'd go less
You're-
where
you're
you.
outside? I'm going to need you to make. I'm gonna have you make a. Is fly one of the skills? Because it's either gonna be fly.
No,
or
there is no fly.
I'm gonna have you make a strength check
Okay.
She did bring up cobalt tossing.
then.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
With the ease and grace of the Aarakocra, you easily just fly up. You land on his shoulders just enough to grab his arms in your claws, like the bird from Rescuers Down Under, and fly into the air without a problem.
Now, fastball specialist into Crusher's arms.
What is the maneuver that you are doing with the
this is
good
a
doctor
combat
in your
maneuver.
arms?
We're
or
practicing
in
a
your
combat
claws?
maneuver.
I am gonna fly up fast, mind you. I'm a falcon.
Oh, that's right.
Circle around, and then I will drop him where he will land, poosh, in Crusher's arms.
By the way, this is something that has basically happened to me in real life.
Oh yeah, I remember the time I got picked up by a bird and dropped in your gut.
No, but I
I
have.
remember that.
I have been tossed from one height to another.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I've been tossed, but generally not by a flying bird.
Man, there goes
How does the doctor feel about this?
Oh, it comes up.
Well, whenever we were in
It's
the
supposed
air,
to, but-
I want to look at the woods.
I guess leave it off.
Okay, make a perception check.
Is it in?
I mean,
is
it-
daytime?
No, it
No, it is nighttime.
seems to be fine.
I have disadvantage on perception in daytime.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
Wait,
you're
is
from
it
the
daytime or
underground.
nighttime?
It's nighttime. He's from underground, so he would have disadvantage in the daylight.
Yep.
But it is darkness, so he has regular.
That'd be a 23.
23. You do see the woods. They kind of look foggy, but you also have noticed that like the marshes look foggy and things kind of look foggy at night because of the temperature difference. But you don't feel comfortable looking at those woods.
Okay.
You kind of feel, You know how like when you know that there's something wrong with a place or with a person and just looking at them makes you go, yeah, like that.
Are you gonna like convey that to me while we're in the air, or are you just gonna wait on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Are you looking at the woods? Yeah, I'm looking at the woods. This is creepy.
How does the doctor feel about being in the air, though, period?
The air is fine. The landing is not fun. It's like, have you ever dropped a cat on like the side of a bathtub?
Yes!
It's poor good. It's like you hear the scrabble sound. That's what it's like when I land in Sasha's hand. Like, ah!
Do I need to make a...
I think you're fine, honestly.
No one's gonna be hurt with this. I'm fine with just this image playing out of you just
If
your
anybody
arms
had
are
a
still and he's
if anyone
flailing
had
like
a
a
chance
cat.
of getting hurt on this, it was the doc.
Yeah.
Clang, just like him just going face first into your chest plate, like comically crumpling, like Tom into a, like Wile E. Coyote into what's been painted as a black hole, and he thinks it's a tunnel.
Like
It's
like a crash test for IKEA. Just
where they crumble like in Z formations.
I'm like, why didn't you just set me down?
Because this could have been used in combat, Doc.
I'll gently, like, set the doctor down.
Thank you.
As a fun side note, I have dropped my cat in the water before, in the bathtub. And because I was told that if you do that, they will spring off the water and not get wet. The cat fell.
Awesome thing to tell a child.
That's amazing.
This kitten
Who
with
told you that?
one of the vets my mom worked with, and now looking back
It's
on
gonna
it, she
bounce
was
off the
totally
water.
messing with us. So we took our Hemingway cat, so they have like 4 extra claws, and dropped it in the water. Guess what happened?
It did not spring off the water.
No, it did not. And we had to find a way to get the cat out from under the couch without getting our arms shredded to pieces to dry her off.
well,
So
I mean, that's when you just take one for the team and get your arms shredded.
What we
I'm
did was
like,
we
she'll
we
dry
lifted
off
the couch up and
eventually.
grabbed her in a towel and wrapped her like a burrito.
See, that's the reason that I would dry the cat off, is because my cat will lay on my bed while soaking wet, and I'm not really about that, so...
My friend, his cat fell in a tub while he was in there. And just scratched up the hell out of his arms. We're like, dude, why did you pick the cat up? And he was like, because I would not remove my hands from my junk.
That's fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
So, I will gently set the doctor down.
Do you enjoy being on the ground again?
Okay, I laugh at this and go, all right, so who's back for another round? And-
I will say, Doctor, would you take a walk with me?
Sure.
And I'll kind of start walking away.
Okay. Do the
Go
rest
back
of you
in
go
the
back
barn.
inside, or...
Yeah, I'd probably go find my room and go hang out with GB or something.
I'll go back in the barn.
Okay.
So, that fella that you knew, that you made friends with back at the ranch, I guess he didn't have any pertinent information you were looking for, huh?
No.
Why exactly did you not share that you were looking for, I don't know, your entire people with us?
It never came up.
Think we might help you with that a bit?
Maybe, but they tend to be flying most of the time and pretty high. I didn't imagine y'all would have been able to see them very easily.
I don't tend to look up too much, but
Yeah.
Kira, your entire village.
Yeah. Well, and while we've been traveling, I haven't seen any other ones other than Zeke.
Yeah. Poor unfortunate Zeke.
Yeah. Apparently that was a hit on me. That's a shame.
Yeah, they probably.
Well,
It's probably good for him. Probably
he
a
was
little less successful.
obviously incompetent if he's trying to.
Yeah, great. Kill the murderer. Sorry.
So you've never seen anyone else like me.
No.
Do
I've
you?
seen Gollum.
I know. That's not what I am.
Nah.
Do you know what I am?
Nope.
No idea?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know anything about, constructs, robots, metal. I mean, that's not our kind of thing. If I were you, what I would look for in our continuing travels is just any time you see a dwarf with a modicum of intelligence, which will be quite rare, you'll know when you find a smart
You're not
dwarf.
there.
But,
Are you kidding?
are you a dwarf?
They're outside.
No.
No, but he
Raised
was
by
raised by dwarves.
I don't know that, and I don't care. In the pure chance that you stumble upon one of these 5 dwarves that are not, like dog brain, then you should ask them. Odds are that's where you came from. That's why when I first met you, I thought that, you had non-amicably parted ways with your creator. It's odd to me that you don't know who it is, but odds are it's a dwarf.
Okay. Well, thank you for that at least.
No problem, bud.
If you will help me, you will help me,
Yes.
and you will not abandon us.
Well, I'm not planning to. I need
Okay.
you.
And I'll pull out the jar of bees.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, of course. And I believe it was.
How you
it was-
accommodated from your
So smell.
It was 10 bees,
Yes.
so I'll give that to him.
Take the jar off and put them in the bag because it's much smaller.
Be like, join your friends.
And then I'll go to.
Are my first 6 bees all still alive?
Yes.
I've been.
I can't kill them.
Good.
They're going to be alive forever.
plot armor for the bees.
Plot armor for the bees.
Bees make a dexterity saving throw.
How many was that? 10?
Now that is now 16
16
bees
live bees
in your
my
bag.
inventory. Yeah, my bee bag.
Well, now you have a jar.
No, he wants them in
The
the
jar is too big for me.
No, okay.
So they're close.
Yeah.
They can.
Okay.
You find some flowers while you're out for your little bee bag.
Bee bag.
So while we're in the bar,
Yes, cutting back to the bar.
Are we going back?
Yeah, I'm heading back.
I'm gonna go see if I can get the bartender to tell me about the woods.
That's probably a good idea. Them fellas over there ain't much help on info.
No, they're I would argue probably not helpful in any capacity.
I won't be asking them any engineering questions either.
No. So I'm gonna go up to the bar and see if I can get the bartender's attention.
Right, Susie sees you after, after she finishes. Oh, hello. How can I help you?
Hi,
Susie?
Susie.
we were wondering about the woods. The people who lost their friend seem to be pretty cavalier about it, but no one else is.
Yes, they're from out of town, and they don't understand these woods. I've lived here most of my life, so I've grown up with stories about those woods. Now, when I was probably, a kid, a teenager, I wanted to, be rebellious and go in there, but I never did. I just didn't feel comfortable with it. When I was a child, Mother would tell me stories that there's a race of people that live in those woods, and they take advantage of the fact that people can get lost in the dense woods and eat them, kidnap and eat them. There are other stories that there are creatures that just wander in the woods that can just take advantage. And then there are even stories that I've heard before that the woods are alive. And they play tricks on people.
Oh, okay. The woods play tricks. Has anyone who's ever gone in alone come back out?
As far as I've been alive, no one has actually gone in there except for this young gentleman. And there was one other when I was about 13.
Mm-hmm.
He went into the woods. He never came back. And it was about 2 days later, we heard a noise that we assume came from the woods. I don't even know how I would describe that noise.
You can't. Maybe can you mimic it?
No. It's unlike anything I've ever heard before. But it sounded so mournful.
Was it like on a scale of like a screech to a howl?
More towards screech,
But
but not quite a screech. Oh.
just a really harsh noise like that?
Yes, yes, yes. It was awful.
And it makes you sneeze.
That was her imitation of the sound.
So
Thank you,
mournful.
Pollen. Thank you, Texas Pollen.
I mean, it is a forest. It's filled with trees. I'm
Someone
sure there's a lot
Asmodee
of
from the
pollen.
chat said blessed you.
It is spring in
Thank
game,
you.
after all.
Spring is here. Spring is
But-
here.
That's all I know.
Okay.
Do I get back around this time?
Mhm.
I'm gonna run over to the table with all the idiots. Yeah, like, just so I know, what's like a dwarf or a human or
I see this and go, uh-oh.
like
Uh,
the relative
Human?
heights is a human person as
Yeah.
Harker is human. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, bye.
Uh,
And then
they just leave.
yeah, I'll just walk over by Cassidy and sit down.
Welcome
They just
back.
kind of look at each other like, what the,
Hello.
whatever.
Okay, I'll come back to the table.
Okay. Do you relay what you've been told?
Yes, I do.
Huh. Well, that sounds damn weird. I'd like to know that it is dark and I have no desire to go in those woods right now.
Well,
I assume we are sleeping, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Is either one of you sleeping in the inn?
I assume so.
Well, she doesn't like to. I don't know about the doctor, and Maka, I think, is in
Already
her room.
retired to her room.
Is there any way I could rest in your room?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Wait. How exactly do you rest, Crusher?
How exactly do you rest, Crusher?
You have seen me. I
Just kind of sit in a corner?
I can sit if you would like me to.
Yeah, something
I
normal.
can stand watch over you, except I won't be
No.
watching.
There's no need to stand over
Face
me.
out of the window, if you'd like.
I don't. Ooh, okay. This is going to be interesting, and I think
Or I can just sit in the corner if you'd like.
that's fine.
Okay.
Please don't watch
Do you
me
want
while
me
I'm
to-
sleeping.
Do you want me to face the other way?
Just don't. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to wake up and Crusher's like,
I will not do that.
I wish you would, though.
I feel like the doctor is more likely to do that.
Yeah, you're more likely to wake up to the doctor just sitting on your chest doing
Yeah.
that with his hands.
His finger under your nose to see if you're breathing. Like,
Just like schooling.
yeah.
Which,
Yeah, I'd like to go talk to the innkeeper.
okie dokie.
Do you have any underground accommodations?
She kind of looks at you. No?
Do you have any crawl space, cellar, something like that?
Well, Are you just looking for a dirt floor to sleep on?
Essentially, yes.
You can sleep in the barn. That's the only place we really have.
Okay, how much is that?
I will not charge you for that.
Thank you.
Would you happen to have a possum problem in that barn?
No.
He's very good with possums.
Well, I wouldn't say good is the word, but
He
is very something with them.
He's very good if the possums
He's
are
very
a
good
problem.
with possum extermination.
he killed Petunia, and it was
Wait, Petunia?
How do you spell cobalt? Okay, I'm just saying, he's a cobalt. There. Someone's asking in the chat.
Oh yeah, he's
Kobold.
Cobalt, sorry. Not the metal. Sorry.
Yeah, not cobalt.
Right.
He is
Kobold.
not. He is not made.
Kollbad.
Cobalt. Alright.
Kobold.
Well, I am.
I spelled that wrong.
Baldy.
You get it. It'd be
Okay.
the one with a K and not a C.
Bad.
Yeah, it's not a color of
He's a
blue.
coal bad.
Shut up.
So,
Dr. Marcus, coal
Alright.
bad.
well, I'm going to retire for the evening, and we'll see how Maka feels about
Then
going
I
into,
will too.
how Maka feels about going into some woods and talk to people. Apparently. Well, this is going to be great.
I'm still. There's a light
There
on.
are trees outside the inn that you can sit in.
Okay, I was gonna say, are there any tall trees that are
There's
not
a light
part
on
of
in my
the
room
lore
if you
flower?
guys want to
Yes.
stop by. I'm just playing with. I didn't get to hang with Chibi at the ranch much,
Yeah.
and I felt very disconnected. So
Yeah, you
I went back to my room and did spells, like practice spells.
And I'll
Chibi had a grand old time.
knock on her door.
I'm glad you're having fun with it.
What's up?
Hello. We are maybe going to the woods tomorrow to look at stuff.
Why?
Because there's a guy missing.
Yeah. I
Oh
was
wait,
there
are we
for
all in
that
Maka's
part.
room now?
Well, I said the
I
light
knocked on her
was-
door.
You could still see a lamp under
Oh.
the door. Like I wasn't. Yeah.
There's somebody
I let
else.
everybody in.
Hey, Maka.
I'm in the barn.
So,
I'm in a tree.
Make sure everyone's aware of this.
I'm in the barn. I'm in a tree.
Yes, it's just you three right
I'm
now.
in a state of mind. We thought.
can your state of mind not be creepy while you're resting, though?
I don't think so.
I'm like, what? Face the door, face the wall, like face the. Is it creepier if you're sitting back to the wall or not back to the wall? Can't decide.
Just standing in a corner.
That's a good question.
Like standing with
Dunce
your
cap
face
on.
in the corner like a bad
I figure
child.
I routinely, whenever you see me, just like throw a blanket over it.
I was gonna
like
say.
he's standing there. But not a red one.
We are probably not a red one. Ugh. We are thinking that we will go there tomorrow. It might be nice to have another healer or someone like that, or just help somebody.
Yeah, if they're creeped out by the woods, there may be a reward if we bring back any kind of evidence. If there's not, I'm not super interested.
Well, there's no greater motivation than money.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So let's go. Well, I'm going to go to sleep.
Oh.
See you in the morning.
Maka.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I stayed in here?
I'm trying to figure out if there's any way I knew that he was planning to sit with Cassidy.
No, because you weren't there for the conversation.
Yeah, you can stay in here, I guess.
Okay. And
Uh,
then-
Cat's not mad about it.
Not
yeah. I'll run to Cassidy and be like, never mind, got a better option. And then I'll run back.
Not Crusher.
All right. So it's nighttime. And normally we would just go on to the next day. But during the night, you hear a shrieking noise that chills you to your very bones. You don't even have to roll to know if you heard this because you did.
Crusher, shut
Like
up.
that.
I'm
There
trying
we
to
go.
sleep.
Cassidy instantly wakes up. What?
To be fair, that also scared me.
That was
Good job.
actually not me.
And-
I run out to
And
the hall.
actually, before we get to what you do, you hear the noise coming from the woods.
Oh, fuck.
Do you look towards the woods?
Yes, definitely.
As you
Immediately.
look towards the woods, you see a pair of red eyes staring at you from the woods. Making eye contact with you. About a minute later, they just disappear.
I dress quickly and fall over apparently. I dress quickly, put my gear on, and kind of run outside with my rifle.
Alright. And you can all, you all have a pretty good idea, especially after what Crusher had or not Crusher. You're the one that... Kira. Sorry. Everyone's already getting this.
Kara?
Had told you before about what the bartender had experienced. You have a pretty good idea where that noise came from, and you agree that there is not really a way to describe that noise that you heard. It was both a shriek and not at the same time, and it sounded mournful, like a cry.
I point
how
my
far away
finger
are the rats?
towards Kira and
I'm still
cast
outside.
message. I know, it's
Oh,
within
okay.
1,000 feet.
Okay.
120 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's still in
120
range.
feet, and I don't have to see her. I just have to know roughly where she is and say, did you see anything? Or do you see anything?
Yes.
I cast a message again. Okay.
Joking.
I come down. What? Hold on first. How far away did it look like the eyes were?
They were at the edge of the woods.
I throw my goggles on.
They're gone.
You see nothing.
Did you even come outside?
Yeah, I came outside.
He
Okay.
came outside when he heard the noise, but he did not make it out there in time to see the eyes.
Okay. I came out of the tree, and I tell you, there were a pair of glowing red eyes at the edge of the woods. They had disappeared after about a minute. They were looking directly at me. Like, eye contact directly at me.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
No, certainly not.
What time is it again? About what?
In the middle of the night.
Yeah, I would say this is probably like midnight, 1 o'clock, somewhere in between 1 and 3 o'clock, actually.
All right. So
Like-
clearly, what we heard was
You said
not.
you sent me another message.
Yeah, like, I just said,
Shouldn't
okay.
you run out to where I am by now?
No.
I am. I did.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
I just
I said
looked out of
Run
the
over
barn
the barn.
until I saw you, and then I
I'm-
followed you.
I'm coming inside. I'll
Okay.
tell you that.
Okay. Let's just meet in
Because,
the bottom
like,
of
I'm
the
not running out there in the middle of the night when I'm not awake yet. I'm
All right,
just stay
well-
in my room.
Let's
Yeah.
just get into the bottom of the inn and.
All right, y'all make it to the bottom of the inn. Susie is already there. No one else is really there. You kind of surmise that nobody else wanted to leave their room after hearing that noise because these people are normal and y'all are not.
Hey Susie, is that a regular occurrence around here?
No, it's not.
Was that the same noise?
Yes, it was. It's the exact same noise.
Okay.
And she looks
Wait,
frazzled.
the exact same noise?
Yes, it's the same pitch and everything.
No, but you're in the inn now, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
She
my
saw
bad.
red eyes.
I would have run downstairs.
Yeah.
But not out of the inn.
Yeah.
If you, I assume you tell me, like, where
Yeah.
I'm coming inside and I go down.
Wait, it's the exact same noise?
Yes.
So
I mean,
it's not. So it's the same person as
It-
it was like 20 years ago.
Maybe it's a song. People can
It's a
sing
full assumption.
the
I
exact
don't know.
same
She's-
song.
Ageist.
She's like 11. But
So, crazy thought. I think we're gonna have to go out there now.
No, you can't.
No. I can't see. You can see.
So, for clarification, did the shrieking happen and then stop? Like,
Yes,
Okay.
the shrieking happened, and then
no, I'm asking you, the DM.
Oh, the
because
DM, yes.
we would hear it still, or we don't.
Oh,
hear
yeah.
it anymore.
You heard it like you know how an animal will make a noise like a "Rawr," and then it'll slowly end kind of thing. That's what it sounded like.
So it's not an ongoing thing.
I say we at least go out to the edge where she saw the eyes and see what kind of tracks we can find.
I have no desire to do that.
Same. Not until it's morning.
What if it's something that's only there in the nighttime?
Well, then we can find the tracks when it's daytime.
All right. I'll err on the side of caution then. So
I will go with you if you want to go right now.
ah, look at that. Let's go.
I go back upstairs.
I'm
like, if you want a place to hang.
Yeah, I'll follow Maka. Y'all can go outside.
We're gonna go look for tracks.
And also now you're safe inside.
Okay.
With Maka and her
well,
tiger.
wait a minute. So we know exactly. She's pointed out the spot exactly where she saw it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. And Crusher was like,
What do you think
have a
they're
faint
doing?
glow, right?
I do.
Handing,
It's very.
canteen of whiskey back and forth. Just like,
Okay. We're gonna go over to where.
Never have
where
I ever. Oh
my God.
I throw my
Fill a
goggles
fight,
on
yeah.
and
Playing
we're
Chubby
going
Bunny.
out to.
Mash.
Yes.
Yes, to investigate the spot.
Like
Just like we
so.
did in the barn.
Why do I always get Shaq?
From the
I don't
chat,
wanna live
the
in a
DM's
shack.
pretty great.
Oh.
Specifically, at some point,
Shed.
pass along to the DM. She's great
I
at
always
loading and
was a
characterizations.
shack.
Thank you.
I don't know. At
Don't
least you got the
flatter her.
really cool
No,
cart.
please flatter me. I need that.
Or cart.
Yeah,
Yes,
the great cart that you could race with.
I forgot.
Alright.
Alright, if you're going to, now that you've made it to the edge of the woods, please make a perception check.
Perception?
Ye-
Okay.
Everybody?
Everyone that went over to the edge of the woods. Maka and Kara stayed behind.
18.
18.
11.
16.
Alright, well, good doctor. You have found some interesting leaves and sticks.
Oh.
You did find
if my
something.
bees would like these leaves and sticks.
Exactly. You are more concerned about your bees.
What do we find?
The two of you
I got 16.
see a couple of tracks that go off into the woods and then disappear. Like, they don't even go very far.
A couple, like two, or.
It looks like something with two legs has walked back and...
But it looks like two of whatever it is.
No, just one.
Okay, just one set
Yeah,
of tracks.
one set of tracks.
You
sorry.
said a couple.
Sorry,
So
sorry. You see one set of tracks.
What does the track look like?
It looks...
Yeah, I'll hold my foot up next to it and
Yeah.
grab Cassidy's foot and hold it up next to it.
It looks like an in-between of the two of your feet.
Okay.
So a relatively good-sized
Human
foot.
size?
No.
Human? Oh, no.
No.
What does this print look like?
It looks almost cloven.
That ain't good.
What, doctor?
Yes.
How big does how big are we talking? You said it's between the size of Crusher's foot and my foot. That's a big cloven hoof.
So, doctor, and I'll kind of point out. You see this thing?
Well, I do now.
So I take my goggles. So it looks like it goes and then it just stops.
It looks like it was walking and then just disappeared into thin air.
Do you know of anything that does that?
Yes, so do you.
What?
What?
Lots of things.
That's our
Cow, minotaur, demon, it could be anything. We need to continue tracking.
All right.
Do you want to do it right now,
Let's
or maybe?
let's follow the tracks to the point that it disappears.
If we can find a cave or a watering hole.
She says they disappeared.
Yeah,
Okay,
they completely
Yeah.
disappeared into thin air.
But maybe it's a jump
No.
landed somewhere.
Okay, so I'll look
Uh,
around the area. I'll
We'll
even.
go to where the tracks end, and I'm Okay, do I need to roll
As you-
perception again?
As you
Got
Some
walk
kind of,
into
like,
the
flea
woods,
double jump.
like, it was okay when you were, like, basically at the tree line, but as you walk into the woods, you all three of you feel very uneasy, and like, it doesn't feel like a bad uneasy, but it just doesn't feel like you would expect to feel. It feels like you're being watched, but also that you're welcomed.
I see anything with my goggles?
You do not.
Seriously? I have night vision goggles. Okay.
That doesn't mean that you just.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and make a call here. I can't see a damn thing, even with night vision. And yet I'm pretty damn sure we're being watched.
I am watching you.
And yet, you don't make me uncomfortable when you're watching me, except when I'm sleeping. We'll talk about that later. Doc, you getting a feeling uneasy too?
I do think it's likely that there's something around here, but it seems fine.
Yeah. We're going back to the end.
Okay.
We're going back to the end. We're backing out.
Okay.
Anything happen?
You are able to make it. And the only thing that changes is while you were in there, you did notice that the fog had started to grow. Like, more and more fog had started to appear.
I don't like that.
But as you leave the woods, it's as if it just didn't exist at all.
So anybody else notice that that happened?
I think there's a water source in the woods that I suspect is the cause of the fog, the disappearing footprints. Perhaps whatever had those giant cloven hooves just climbed a tree and then, dove in a water tunnel.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's like 1,000 possibilities.
I think I'm gonna go back and
That's
tell
a
the
lot of
girl.
rational
I think we should go back and let everybody else know what just happened. So,
Were you about to say tell the girls?
no.
I mean, you can, because who's back
There
at
were
the
the
girls?
girls.
No, never.
The only two girls in the party.
So we go back
You two
in
having
there.
a girls' night. So what are y'all two doing while they're exploring the woods like idiots in the dark?
Just hanging.
Just hanging?
Yeah, not really anything.
So, okay.
Yeah,
So
we're speculating on how horrifying it's going to be, whatever they find, and how stupid it was to go out at night
yeah.
whenever.
Are y'all doing anything fun when they show back up at the inn?
Are we actually
We're
playing a match?
probably trying to
I'm down for
show her all the tricks that Chibi does, except Chibi doesn't do any tricks. He just sits there.
Also, I'd like to point out that I literally see better at night than the day. So for you to be like, oh,
No,
let's
no.
go back in the morning, I'm like, well, let's go back at night when we can see. How about that?
Crusher, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have night vision, do you?
And he has
And
night
then
vision goggles.
You have night vision goggles, but you don't actually have night vision.
No, I'm just human.
So it's just an
I'm only
unfortunate doctor.
human after all.
Poor unfortunate soul.
So okay, we walk back in the inn and just kind of. So there's something ain't right about them damn woods out there.
I've been trying to tell you that.
Thank you
Well,
for
no.
your report, I guess.
Also, the tracks just disappeared. By the way, the tracks we found were cloven.
I'm like, so? I snapped Chibi
Like-
out and back
like
in.
a deer?
Just disappear all the
No,
time.
deer would have what I would call a pleasant cloven shape. This is a very unpleasant and large, like between my foot size and Crusher's foot size.
So he's afraid.
So emphasis on large.
Well, I mean, what if it's like just a deer but big?
This thing was bipedal.
Yeah.
They were not running in four pairs. They
What
were
if
not
it's
running in
a
two pairs.
deer that has a disability?
Well, we ain't seen
Which
an
two?
upright walking deer.
It's gotta
So
be.
And I sure would like to.
Yeah,
it has to be.
I'm pretty sure you do something horrible, Doc. But regardless, also the woods got considerably foggier while we were inside, and though I couldn't see anything with night vision, we were being watched.
Was it-
It seemed magical.
So the fog seemed magical.
It didn't seem
did it
like maybe like an old enchantment. It seemed like not a spell that was cast on us, but the fog did seem as if.
So it wasn't like the fog got thicker because you're closer to the water fog, but like
That's what I thought at first.
More like, we got you.
oh, so it was like an addition of fog rather than just more.
It was
So
a
the fog has
significant sense of
hooves and
danger.
was watching you. Which got us.
Additional
If you're going to
fog
simplify it
depending.
as much as that, yeah.
Great.
So, there ain't something right in them woods, and
Maybe scale back on the drinking.
I'm sober now. And why would I do that? Anyway,
Because the fog had hooves and
Because
was watching.
drinking is poison, but it helps you talk to people. But that's not what we were trying to do.
that's not at all. Anyway, so round about sunup, I think we should probably go out and check what's out there.
Why?
Huh?
What was the reward? Nothing?
Ain't
Was
heard
it
no
nothing?
reward.
I mean, I want to see the large bipedal deer.
Yeah, I'm curious what them tracks are.
I want to see what kind of deer is big enough to make a foot size between a human man
I want to
and
see.
crusher foot.
Yeah, I want to see.
Also, if I can find the source of the fog, I would like to know how to do that in order to obfuscate.
What are you trying to obfuscate?
Probably him taking parts.
True.
So far, people have not liked that.
Also, I run away a lot.
If you could smoke bomb and then run away.
If only I had like something I could throw at the ground. To assist
Yep, too bad.
I'll go back.
I
up.
don't know you have.
Pocket fuck.
I know.
I'll go back
That's why
upstairs.
It's funny that her
You go down-
character
you
is
go back
instantly
downstairs?
like, yeah, too bad that doesn't exist.
Oh, well.
Cassidy,
Yeah?
can I stay in your room? I'm not comfortable going into the lawn.
Yeah, sure, Doc.
Is there room under the bed?
Yes, there is.
Can I sleep under the bed?
Regrettably, yes.
Okay. Curl up.
Wait, where are you sleeping?
I have no idea.
Probably stays with us. So it's,
Don't
Is
go
it
out
okay
there
if I
again.
stay in Neil's room?
Yeah,
Okay.
do not go
Do
out
you
there
want
again.
to sleep on my shoulder?
Sure.
Okay, you guys all face that way then.
They're just invading your space.
Just
Face to the wall.
I put Chibi in between them and me.
That's fair. Weird bunch of people go back to sleep.
Probably not a good sleep, but
The bird, the tiger, the robot, and the demon go to sleep.
And then the human with the weird
Little dragon boy.
little dragon boy goes
Under the bed.
under the bed.
So-
Now you're the monster under the bed.
Wow. I mean, there was a possum. That was the first monster.
don't do anything weird down there, Doc.
All right, so morning comes. I have to know, does the doctor do anything weird? I
No.
have to know. Okay, damn. All right. Morning
The
The
comes.
doctor's
Yeah.
scale
Like
of what
eat
is and
something.
is not weird is maybe a little off.
Fair. All right, so morning
Scared.
morning
Counting
comes.
his teeth.
Everybody, like, do y'all go directly downstairs?
I probably go talk to the bartender and kind of. Who's the bartender? Is it still Susie?
Yeah, it's still Susie. Susie will always be the bartender here since she owns the place.
Just frazzled, couldn't sleep. Open bar early.
Little bit. She looks like she probably didn't go back to sleep after that noise. And she is completely running on adrenaline and coffee.
Sure.
I am going to go up to Susie at the bar, get a glass of wine, empty that glass of wine, and then go outside and fly over the forest and see if I see anything.
I like that you specified you're getting a glass of wine first.
Can I come with you?
Yes.
Make another strength check. It's another nat 20. Are you serious?
No way. That's so good.
Again, with all of the strength and grace, you easily pick him up as if the rescuers down under style. Because that's the only reference I have now. And you both fly over the forest. You see that the land is very much, that early morning fog that you see in the spring and lush areas. The forest just looks like
it's next day. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the forest is a very lush forest. Like, you cannot see through it. Very, very thick canopy. You're actually wondering if there's any light in there, now that you look at it. And again, you just get this really weird feeling looking at it.
Weird feeling, like tingle down back of neck,
Kind of like that
itchy.
that tingling down your spine of,
Do you floof up?
Yeah, your neck feathers probably floof a little. Ruffle your feathers.
Did you just make a pigeon noise?
I did.
to me?
It's the only reference I got. Sorry.
Yes!
Honk
Sorry.
pigeon.
I mean, I have been playing a lot of Possible Boyfriends, so.
Cold, acid, fire, lightning.
I
We don't see
What
any
are you talking-
evidence of
we
a
don't.
body of water.
No, you can't see through the trees.
Well, there would be a clearing where there's a body of water.
Yeah, you don't see anything like
Okay,
that.
we don't. Okay.
No.
No movement?
You see the trees rustling as the wind blows, but
Okay, nothing big like an incredibly large bipedal
no.
deer.
No. You know what? Think You know how Mirkwood looks from above?
I've never been to Middle Earth.
Oh my god, man!
I know.
But
what
you've
Mirkwood looks like from
but
above.
you've seen movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that look. It's very
Okay.
dense where you really can't see through it.
Okay.
So it's
like-
like Utah woods.
Sure.
All right.
But like if you look off in the distance, you can see Calico Bay
Closer to Middle Earth.
Hey!
and the
It's a
ocean.
lot less fictional too.
It's
All right. So I guess grab some breakfast and
It's pretty fictional.
Yes, but I want.
That's
What were
fair.
you so excited about?
it's been 24 hours. I modified a gun.
You didn't tell me you were modifying a gun.
Never mind. I'm modifying.
Yeah.
I'm
You
going to start
have-
modifying a shotgun.
You have to tell me that you're modifying the gun for that to
I
happen.
thought I mentioned that last game. Sorry.
If you mentioned it last game, you did not reiterate that you are doing that.
Okay.
You have to tell me at the start of the 24 hours that you're doing that,
Well, damn.
and then the next day.
I'll fix it anyway.
Yeah. So you
we
do
don't
not.
all die.
It's still.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a shotgun. I'm just putting an elemental effect on it, and I have to wait 24 hours of non-use to actually do it. So I wanted to put fire on it because fire shotgun.
Fire kind of. Never mind.
Kind of
But-
redundant, but
But yes, that's what you see.
Okay.
I'm assuming you guys go back to the inn to
I
enjoy.
won't drop you.
How do you set him down gently this time?
I wouldn't say it's gently, cause I can't hover. I can fly. So
Tuck and roll, Doc. Tuck and roll.
so
Yeah.
Circles closer.
Make
and
an
closer to the
acrobatics
ground.
check for me,
I'm going to get
or a dexterity, whichever one is
very
higher.
very close to the ground, and then drop the dock off so that I don't land on him because
y'all need to
he's
get
not
this
prey.
coordinated. So,
Ooh, 5.
so
You
we're
don't
not
take
taking
any
the horse and
damage.
carts out there.
But
so-
you don't
Does he just
land.
go rolling?
You just keep rolling, and Carol just like watches as you roll and just like.
Well, I mean, I landed right past him. Are you gonna roll into me?
He rolls in. You know what? No, he rolls into you. It doesn't knock you over, but you stumble a little bit and just turn around, and you just see the dock laying like.
Maybe that wasn't better.
I mean, you didn't fall from a large height.
Are you two okay?
That's true. Yes.
Just hold that pose for a long time.
Maybe not like a long, long time, but yeah, like.
Well,
Right, you go into for breakfast. There's like what I would consider like stereotypical breakfast food.
Possum.
No possum, like
Not
human
eat
breakfast
that as
food.
a
Squirrel.
Eggs, bacon, grits, toast, sausage, both in link form and patty form.
Mm.
Ham,
Ham?
yes,
Like unseasoned mostly?
like honey glazed ham kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll eat that.
Well,
Oatmeal,
It's not quite
he's
raw.
lowering his standards, you know.
oatmeal, like basically think of a breakfast food.
Okay.
They've got it. Bowls of fruit that aren't
What-
just melon.
Where is
Ugh.
the waitress anyway? Is there anybody that would be appreciative,
I would like
monetarily
berries
wise, of us finding out what the hell that might be? And
I mean, that's
eliminating
what
it?
I went to talk to the bartender.
I know, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
Well, I know, I just hadn't
Yeah.
clarified it.
We'll go ahead and jump over to her.
Oh,
real
I was
quick.
asking the waitress, so.
I know,
Okay.
yeah. We'll cut a redo real quick and it'll basically be the same answer.
Yeah, we could both ask
Yeah.
like, separately and then share
Okay.
the same information.
Well, you go
Fair
first.
notes, as it were.
She's like, can I help you? Yes.
I'm like,
Corroborating each
yeah,
other's
that
stories.
shrieking, how often does that happen?
Not often.
Is that the first
I like
time
to sleep
since
better, huh?
our
Yeah. Yeah.
third person told us that happened to you as a child?
Oh,
Yes, this is the first time it's happened since then.
Okay, do you think your town would be in favor of rewarding someone who had proof that they'd taken care of the issue?
Absolutely. It is something that has plagued all of us for many years, and even before that first noise, there's always been a discomfort about the woods. Just knowing that it's gone would not only be a peace of mind, but I'm pretty sure the leader of our town would definitely pay a handsome sum. He's very nervous about putting a bounty on it, because he doesn't want to lose more townfolk to those woods. But
Well, seeing as how we got 1,000 gold for winning a trivia contest, I feel like the rewards could be pretty generous.
oh yes,
Good to know.
absolutely yes. The town is very well off, and I'm sure that we can
Really generous for carry.
lubricate the coffers a little for.
Gross.
Wow.
Do what?
I can't work.
There are only certain instances where the word lubricate.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, good to know, and I head back to the table.
Did I hear any of that?
No, but Maka will relay it when
Yeah.
she comes
I think
back.
we're better
Speaking
off
of
not
which,
hearing that.
Are you
Speaking
going
of
to
which.
relay the specific words and lubricate the coffers?
Lubricate the
Please
don't.
Our
Maka has made a firm oath to never say those words.
I would like to lubricate and make it moist.
Okay.
I'm
In
like,
custody.
I'm
How
like,
much did you pay for the room? Because I wasn't planning on using it, and they didn't charge me for the bond, but I feel like it's fair that we split the costs.
No, we're good. We're good, Doc. Get me next time, all right?
Okay.
But thank you for not, I don't know, eating a possum under the bed while I
So
sleep.
you shouldn't eat late at night. It's bad for your stomach.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm like, if we bring this creature in, we will either get to have a town orgy of some sort, or they'll pay us money. Okay, bye.
What's an orgy?
It's a trick.
Okay.
It's
It
something.
never turns out the way you want it to.
It's something we don't want.
No.
Trick.
Okay.
So what does the waitress tell me? Same thing.
The same thing. She's like, well, we not in those words.
I'm trying not to laugh
The,
super loud.
the mayor would be very, very pleased.
Oh, we got to go through another mayor.
Oh, he's very sweet.
Is he evil?
So was the
No,
last
no, of course not.
Is he a werewolf?
No,
Okay, good.
How would
That would
she
be a
know?
departure from previous mayors
The
that we've
last
been.
I see.
town didn't know. Why
Maybe-
would she know?
Maybe they might be a bit more
Maybe
observant.
this cloven hoof thing is the mayor's. but
Maybe
it's
they
not.
have a pro-werewolf policy in this town.
What's a
There.
mayor?
They
I
are
mean,
not just, out of all the things. There's
That's a mayor with you.
oh.
A mayor is like, you know how Maka is in charge of the group? A mayor is like
No,
that.
Kira's
That
in
is a
charge
poor
of the group.
example of
You
what
know
a
how
mayor is.
Kira is in charge of the group, I
I'm
guess?
not in the group anymore.
Kira.
I can't do either of those noises.
Neither can I.
Okay. It's like that, but for like a town.
Oh, like a den father.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly like that.
Or like a war chief. That kind of thing.
Yes, like a general.
Okay.
No.
I haven't been in many towns like this.
Not great at war chiefing. Turns out because they're
Pretty sure
hiding.
that was my dad's title, but anyway.
I'm like, all right, I'm on board. Let's go check out the woods.
Den father is called war chief.
Yeah.
Other things that
No, I know, but I was saying he's not great at war because they haven't found this thing.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Right,
like,
so-
our townspeople are missing. We're
Well, he
scared. Go
he
fix
needs
it.
Are y'all headed
congressional
to the
approval
woods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually declare
All
the
right.
conflict with the woods. Right?
This seems like a good point to take a quick break. Stretch our legs. Take a little
It's
pee
Korean
break.
Vietnam joke.
Let me research vocabulary so I
Is
know
your
how
name
it works
custody?
correctly.
Lubricate the coffers.
I'm just
Gonna
gonna forget that
lubricate
part.
her vernacular. For the
Yeah.
second
Just
half of
real
this
quick,
session.
Alright, we'll see you guys in about 5 to 10 minutes.
Will do.
Hey,
After these messages.
we'll be right back.
Yeah. When is that new Godzilla movie coming out?
May 17th, which just happens to be my birthday.
Your birthday is May 17th?
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no!
nice.
I'm very sorry.
What?
You guys are both
May
Taurus.
20th.
Oh, nice.
Taurus
Right?
buds. Yeah.
Did
Sorry
you start
about
the stream offline?
I mean,
No,
know
I started the
yours for sure
stream,
'cause of
but
your
then my
tattoo. I
cloak
just
got
didn't know
caught
if
on the
you were just
microphone, and I'm
asked.
very sorry to our
Oh,
viewers.
yeah.
Why does it say offline?
Why does it say offline? Is it
Maybe
offline?
it.
No, never mind. I guess
Okay. It just
I have
got
a
refreshed.
super dope Taurus tattoo.
I don't go for astrology.
Where did you put it?
On your butt?
My whole
Penis.
back.
Ooh, I
It's
want.
Just kidding. I've seen his tattoos.
It's
so
a
no, it's not
longhorn skull. And then the inside of it is filled up with like, you know, like orange blue space or whatever.
Uh huh.
And then it has the
there. That's really cool.
Taurus
the guy
constellation.
did
That's
really
so
well.
cool.
I want to see this after the show
Yeah.
I kind of do too.
because we just spent the whole day looking at bones and skulls, and I want to see more.
we
We went to the Dallas Curiosities and Oddities Expo.
Oh, nice.
Flip those around.
Oddities and Curiosity.
There you
Yeah. We went to the cool expo with all the dead shit. There we
Dallas
go.
Oddities
You should write
Expo
Yeehaw
Curiosities.
Ranch.
Whatever.
Link sausage is the best.
No.
All sausage is delicious.
Okay.
Dallas
Sausages
Oddities and
better.
Curiosities Expo.
Yes. It was very cool.
I'll agree that all sausage is delicious, but I like link sausage.
Put link sausage in a pizza.
Yeah, well, it just matters what I'm doing with it.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna make a sandwich, I'm definitely gonna go
What
with
if you're
patty.
gonna
But
lubricate your coffers?
Oh God.
I don't tend to.
We don't use any
Lubricate.
sausages for that.
Link sausage
Lubricate
is
We only
very
use the
greasy.
grease.
Sausage?
Wait,
I'm just
whose
saying.
fault is it that you're deaf? I'm just curious, Asmini. Is it mine? I'm kind of loud.
Wait, is someone deaf?
Someone said I'm only slight deaf now.
Okay, so everybody, please be careful when yelling into your
We
microphones,
apologize.
Jason.
DM and her cloak. Oh,
Oh yeah, 'cause I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
now she feels bad.
I got a god complex with this cape, and then it hit the microphone.
I no longer want to be represented by the Punisher. I'd like to be represented by
Oh my
Sideswipe.
God. Well, he's still no match for the God Gundam.
Can I be represented by Hot Rod?
Oh, he's up there now.
Wait, don't you have Starscream now?
Do you have
he's-
Starscream?
Starscream, isn't that your favorite Transformer?
That is my favorite Decepticon.
Decepticon, okay. She is now represented by Starscream.
My favorite
There we
Autobot
go.
is Hot Rod.
Ah, okay. All right, so everybody,
Hot Rod's
welcome
one of my
back.
favorite movies.
For those just joining us after our little break, they went back to the city of Dawnflower, and they got to hear a beautiful sound, which
Shit is gone down.
I played for them during the break. I'm not playing it right now just because I don't want to blow out your ears because I don't know how well it's
Again.
going to be received on the mic. Don't want to do that again. Sorry. But
It sounded like a really terrible thing that you don't want to hear in the middle of the night.
yes.
Sorry, I love our viewer in the chat because he said what I want.
All of our viewers, the many we have,
Yes.
we love all of them.
Ooh, my
Even
shoulder
if it's
popped when I did
mostly
that.
just
That was
us.
weird. Anyways, they heard a horrifying noise. The good doctor and Cassidy and Crusher went out to see what that was. They found some cloven hoof prints that are bigger than Cassidy but smaller than Crusher's. As a note, Crusher is huge and Cassidy is not.
I'm normal human sized.
Your human shape.
Are you adult human size?
Pretty
Or are
much.
you like teen size?
Teen
Yeah,
size.
the size is adult. The personality, not so.
Fair.
I don't think there's a personality in this group that's adults.
No.
They
I'm
just
very mature for my
our
age.
chat held a comment that he made for, but I will allow it. Bloody Rodimus Prime can eat my buggered grundle.
That's disgusting. And also,
Hot Rod's a piece
you're
of trash.
entitled to your opinions.
He got out.
Not
this
as
deal.
bad as
Even if they're
lubricating the coffers.
disgusting.
We can have this argument later. Back to the game.
Anyways, heard a weird noise in the night. Kiroslet did see some red eyes in the forest. It is now morning.
I was weirdly excited about it.
It is
Well, I managed to get my drink open without it spewing everywhere, so I'm pretty excited
Congratulations.
about that.
Yay! It is now morning. Everyone has had breakfast. They have been confirmed that they will get a reward if they can figure out what the noise was.
And subsequently, shoot it.
Subsequently, shoot it and or bring back proof that it was disposed of. And they are now headed for the woods.
Into the woods.
Into the woods.
No.
Actually, funnily enough, in my notes, I titled
get
that "Into the Woods" with little musical notes.
Nice.
Yes.
Into the Woods is my favorite musical. So
So we
made...
proceed to the edge of the woods where the tracks were again. Are the tracks still there?
And I
No.
say, no, it's your fault.
Excuse me?
The tracks are no longer there.
Wait, what? Sorry. She made a
All right.
joke that was very clever, and then
Why did you
I
say
said,
it's
and it's her fault. It's his fault.
I broke out that joke at work and nobody got it. How dare they?
But the tracks are gone?
Yes, the
So,
tracks are gone.
You said there
Kira,
were tracks.
I understand how that might be a bit disputed at the moment, but I at least have two other people that can back me up that there
I
were
don't know what he's
tracks.
talking about.
Were there tracks here last night?
No, I don't know.
Are you lying, Crusher?
Damn it.
I'm not good at it.
Wait a
Neither
minute.
am I.
No.
Where did
Okay.
you learn that from?
Lying?
Oh, of course. Sorry.
Maybe the
Sorry,
road.
that wasn't even Crusher. That was Cass. Like,
You made a sarcastic lie, too, so it was kind of shocking. Anyway.
Sarcasm, yes. Where would he?
Doc, you know, I did have a bit to drink last night. There were tracks out here, right?
Yes, they were
Yes.
tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Bovine
fog made
and
tracks.
gotcha.
So,
When you say bovine, do you mean like
Like
all
a piece cut
things
out
with
of a pie.
hooves? Or like specifically cows?
more cow-like, but a bit larger than a cow.
Well, I would imagine it would be a bit
And
larger
also
than a cow if it's larger than your
bipedal.
foot.
We don't know if this thing is the same thing that did anything.
It was a cloven hoof and not a fetlock, if you know the difference.
Well, I'd be
Okay.
damned. Anyway, it proceeded that way, and then they
Parts of
disappeared.
both, too.
But as we got out there to where they disappeared, now can I still see the area that it was in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we like looking for the minotaur?
I want to do a specific check to see if the fog, there's still fog, right?
Yes.
If it's denser in the area where the hooves were.
All right, I'll make a perception.
What was that word you said?
Fetlock.
We're not speaking
Fetlock.
bovine in the biblical sense.
11.
I love
11?
this guy. He can stay.
You can stay. We like you.
This moment?
No, you don't. You don't really notice that. You just notice that there's just fog.
Okay.
It does look like as the morning is going on, it is kind of dissipating.
Lifting some.
Yeah. And so it's kind of patchy, but it doesn't look particularly thicker or thinner in that area.
Does it get denser as you move in? Like to the forest? Does it?
From what you can see, kind of, but you also do see a lot of trees, so it could just be that it's just dense in general.
Look at all these trees. There are more than 4. This is woods.
Okay. Well,
that's
Yes.
what we agreed. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
That's a fact.
Jack.
so who's for heading that way?
Jacks.
We are. You want to go into the
Alright.
woods? Is it time to go?
I want the reward. There's.
You can sing.
I don't
Okay,
think
well-
we're gonna find it out here. If you guys wanted to see what it was anyway, let's go.
I pick up a rock and chuck it in the direction where the hooves were.
You throw a rock into the woods.
Damn it! One day this is gonna work.
How did it not work? The rock was here. Now it's in the
I
woods.
want-
Congratulations.
I just want one day I throw a rock and something yells. Or whatever.
And the
You
plot
did.
yells back.
Huh?
You did that in the cave with the werewolf. You hit a werewolf in the dark and then had to fight one.
Oh, that's right, I did.
So you can stop doing that now.
No, I'm gonna do it until it happens again.
No, it's kind of your trademark.
You throw a rock into the woods and the plot ends.
That's the
Yeah.
T-shirt. Yeah.
Fuck.
Uh,
I threw a rock.
nothing happened, right?
No.
Okay.
You just hear like the
Perception.
thump of a
Of
Of
a
a
rock
rock.
hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Rock check. I'll start like not quickly, but heading into the forest. Kind
Yeah,
of looking
and
around.
just kind of
I say we
I
split up within visual of each other and kind of look around.
No, Velma, we're not doing that.
I said to stay in visual range. That's different.
No.
Hey, Shaggy,
Bad vibes.
you feel like splitting up? I don't.
Ruh-roh, Ruby.
And well, you guys don't have sneak attack. I'm just saying.
Alright, as y'all enter the woods, you get that strange feeling again. Like, it's not negative. It's just different. It feels like there's that
Your camera's
Effervescent?
really close to you.
Sorry, they're messing with my camera now. Hi. Oh no, there's the ever-present feeling that you're being watched by some kind of unseen presence that is around you. But other than that, you are also taken aback by the beauty of this forest. It's very lush. There's moss growing on the tree, like on the trunks of the trees, and clover on the ground. In patches, it's calm and almost unsettling. But as you go in deeper, you just kind of, you just feel calm but not relaxed. Because, you feel like something's there.
We know how thick the canopy is. How thick is the forest? Are we talking like Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban primordial forest, or is it like thick?
It's very, I'm trying to think of a reference that works for everybody, because I want to use another Zelda reference, but you don't play Zelda.
No, I don't.
So that's not going to help you. But very much, no, I did show you those woods. Do you remember when I was playing Breath of the Wild and you saw the Kokiri forest, how it was very lush and all the trees were very dense?
Was I asleep?
I really hope not.
I don't remember that.
You were asleep.
Are we looking at a thick canopy above and a thick forest below, or a thick
Yes.
canopy above and pretty...
Sparse
There-
below.
There are quite a few trees. There are what would be natural paths through the
Okay.
forest.
But going off the paths is going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
We're going to have to cut through our way if we want to go
Oh.
off the path.
Yeah, if you want to go off the path, there are brush that you would have to cut through.
Okay.
Oh,
But
Okay.
but it's and the trails are not made by people or animals or anything like that. It just looks like it's just naturally grown this way.
how far into the forest have we gone so far?
You've gone in a little bit.
I'm going to start cutting X's on the trees every 10 feet.
Smart.
Is that what's the visibility on the fog?
The fog is starting to lift away. You have a feeling that the fog.
I'm cutting X's every
Yeah.
10 feet on trees.
If there's a path and it's not
Still-
forked,
As you make the first mark, you feel the trees rustle. You make the first mark, you make your first mark, and it feels like the wind picks up at that moment. I would like everyone to make a. Oh, would this be perception?
his might be investigation, but the rest of ours would be perception for sure.
Perception. I want everyone to make a perception check.
Are we in sunlight?
Yes, it's not a visual thing, so you won't have disadvantage.
18.
18,
Also
13.
13, 18,
17.
17,
That's perception, right?
Yeah.
22.
22. Anyone who made over a 17 can almost hear a voice on the trees and on
What?
the wind.
Y'all
That's
heard,
Maka.
Y'all-
What?
Guys,
y'all heard that, right?
and I'd like to point out,
That whispering?
You did not hear.
everybody,
Yeah.
watch this.
The trees rustle again, and the wind picks up, and you hear that voice, but harsher.
I am not going to do
Yeah,
that
that's
again.
weird. It's like winds. There's a bunch of winds everywhere. That's
It's,
weird.
it's like the wind picks up every time he cuts the tree.
Maybe the wind doesn't like him.
Maybe something doesn't like
Maybe
me
the
doing
tree
that.
doesn't like him.
Really could be anything. We need more info to narrow that down.
Nature in general.
Maybe
is
nature
just
doesn't
wind.
like him.
You have no idea.
Yeah, there's super lots of wind in here. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you didn't. You
No,
rolled
I'm
17.
I'm like, oh yeah, it's super wind. Yep.
That's super wind.
So everybody else found that just to be strange, right?
Sounded like a voice, yeah.
I think I should,
A what?
I think I'm going to avoid
Voice.
doing that. I have chalk. I'm going to use chalk instead.
If he marks the tree, does it pick up? Okay.
It's only when he like cuts into the tree.
Uh-huh.
Are there any nut-bearing trees?
Make a perception check.
Let's hear it for the doctor for the weird
They're speaking
question.
Parseltongue. Yeah.
21.
21. 21. You do see an oak tree. Oak trees bear
They bear acorns.
Acorns. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was oak trees that had acorns or if it was pine trees. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Don't judge me.
Pine trees
Pine
have
trees
pine
have pine
cones.
cones.
I would like to
Shut up.
collect 3 nuts.
Okay. You collect 3 acorns.
Cool.
Anything you yell at him when he picked the acorns off? Just
No,
curious.
they're on the ground.
Oh, they're on the ground. Oh, I
I
thought you
take out one of my short swords and I kind of slash just a little bit at some of the brush because I want to see if I get a reaction from the brush. I do it
You
kind
do-
of tentatively because I'm not trying to hurt nature or piss the forest off. So
Yeah.
just a little bit.
I'm gonna be like active perception while she does that.
Okay. Would you roll?
17 plus 8.
Do I
Oh,
need to
okay.
roll
She-
two?
You-
Big number.
You got. I won't make y'all roll.
She got it.
You don't notice anything, like, you don't notice that the wind picks up or anything. It doesn't seem to mind the brush.
So we've clarified that the trees don't like it.
One of the trees doesn't like it.
Well, I picked any tree at random. We could try with another tree if you want.
They don't
I go and pet one of the other trees.
You what?
Like, just kind of, just nicely when it's...
The one tree kind of, like, shakes a little. But it doesn't, but you don't get a sense that it's negative.
I found a puppy tree.
Can anybody... this is going to be a crazy thing for me to ask, but we live in this world. Is there anybody that can talk to nature?
Yes.
Does it talk back to you?
Oh, no.
I don't know if that counts.
Hold on, I want to try something. I'm going to like fly up into one of the trees
Okay.
and not necessarily in like a harm way, but kind of scratch at it with my talons a little bit and see if anything happens.
Kind of like a natural
Yeah,
thing, like if you were landing on it.
yeah.
Doesn't seem bothered.
Okay. Maybe it's just when you're attacking it, because I just scratched at it and it didn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly call that an attack I was doing. I was just trying to mark a tree.
Well, the tree doesn't know that. If you came up to me while I was standing in
Well,
the middle
I
of
have
the
never-
woods
I have
and
never had a-
scratched an X into me with a machete, I wouldn't really be keen on that.
Well, I've never noticed a tree that gave me any disagreement from doing that.
Yeah, but you don't notice a lot.
Also, how many trees
Go
have
to
you
hell,
met that have opinions?
I look at him and I cast thaumaturgy to make my eyes like do the flame thing, and just
I thought you
stare.
could just do that.
Yeah, it would thaumaturgy.
Oh, no, I thought your eyes just
Oh,
did
they
the
do
flame.
that when I laugh. They do it sometimes
okay.
on accident, but I could do it on purpose.
I go,
did it on purpose.
ooh, not my biggest concern right now. The tree that moves when I cut it is.
I look back at the tree I pet and I'm like, can you hear me? I'm Maka. Hi.
Doesn't seem to really give a response.
Oh my
I
gosh,
might not
she's
speak
talking.
human. I do it again in Infernal. I'm like, can you hear me?
Not really.
The tree did what?
Not a
Sorry.
lot. They like to be pet, I think.
I speak Sylvan.
What is Sylvan? Is Sylvan tree?
Yeah, Sylvan is tree.
Well, then ask the tree!
Wait. Yeah, go right ahead. Go on.
How do you say hi in Sylvan? I do that at the tree. My best impression of that at the tree.
I'm going to need every word that you talk to this tree translated. Go right ahead.
I'm sorry, Mia. Can you
Now
demonstrate
begin.
for us again? How do you say hi? In
It's like
Sylvan?
interpretive dance.
I'm like, I think I just said a fart joke. How was that again?
No, I think you're doing it wrong.
How do you
To
say?
specify, by the way, Sylvan is the language of the Fae, not just the trees. Did you just dab?
He just tapped multiple times.
Intrigue.
You're not gold dust. You can't be doing this.
Did the trees speak dad?
If you thought you pissed the tree off before,
I find that even more
I mean,
offensive.
Sylvan
And a
could-
branch falls
Sylvan
out.
could be the language of tutoring.
I've sacrificed one of my branches to fall on your head.
That's Kumon. Both. Oh yeah, there's a Sylvan Learning Center, isn't there?
Yes, that's why I did that.
Okay, please talk to the tree now.
Okay.
Hold on, I am now doing something I never thought I would do. Do trees speak Sylvan?
I mean, generally trees speak.
Because all I see is Fae creature.
I guess it
And
depends on
elvish.
if the trees are fae.
Well, normally, I mean, Sylvan means trees. Well, the root of it does. So,
Root. I'm sorry, it was there.
It was right there. I don't blame you.
yeah, I don't blame you either. It was right there.
Just as a quick reference, yeah, there is apparently a homebrew language for trees.
Amazing.
I love that. I don't think I'm gonna go in that though because I don't know
First of
what
all,
that is.
tell that tree I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna say something in Sylvan regardless of whether the tree can understand me. But, tell me when you're ready.
Hold on. Hold on. One, did I turn my sound back off? No, I did
Because
not.
I look
usually...
at Crusher, I'm like, I don't think she speaks anything. I think she's just waving at the tree.
I haven't said anything yet.
Alright, go ahead.
Hi. We're Maka and her group of friends. And we're traveling through the woods. Don't hear anything back.
You hear a rustling. Only you can understand. Unless anybody else speaks Sylvan.
No.
Nah, yeah.
Welcome to our home.
There's like super wind.
Well, they talk back or what?
Yes, they did.
Are you what?
I'm not kidding. The trees talked back. Or at least I think it's the trees.
If you're ribbing me,
Nope.
Kira,
What would you like me to ask the trees?
Where the bipedal cow is.
I don't know why I'm
I look at her, I'm like, yeah, like more or less.
I kind of lean into the rest of the group. We need to be fully prepared that Kira may have lost her mind in case this is not real. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, is this the strangest thing you have come across?
Talking trees, why not?
I mean,
Remember,
like,
we didn't believe in a fortune teller.
yeah.
You are the strangest thing I've
No, it's just that there are more charlatan fortune tellers out there than real deal. There.
I will say, I think you might be the strangest thing I've come across.
How
but
many charlatans
just in a
talking
personality
trees?
sort of way.
Yeah, apparently none till today. But I'm about to find out if a tree can be a liar.
Then again, he hangs out with people who know magic and doesn't believe in it.
This
Ask the
party is
trees where
D&D
the creature
Futurama.
is and if they'll help us.
I'm gonna ask. Was there a young man who came through here? We're looking for him.
There's a small pause before the trees answer, which you're not really sure if that's a good or a bad thing. But as they answer, they simply say, "He is lost to us now. If you find him, you can keep him."
Did something happen to him? I'm not translating this for any of you.
I'm not asking.
We'll
I've
just wait till
sat
the end
down
of the
by
comment.
Chibi and
We'll wait till the end of the tree
Yeah,
talk.
For the spark
I'm gonna,
notes.
I'm gonna wait until. Yeah, I'm gonna give you all the Cliff's Notes version.
I am keeping an eye out on everything that's not that
Though-
interaction.
Though Cassidy, every time we'll ask her, what they say.
And she will just ignore you.
She'll just ignore me.
Still talking. It's like when your mom is ignoring you because she's still talking to her
You see
friend.
the one finger.
Yes.
You just give him the one feather. Well, I mean, you have fingers,
I
but
do have fingers.
the one feathered
actual
finger.
arms.
Every once in a while, I look back at their conversation and nod knowingly just to throw Cassidy off. Like, oh,
She
So one of our guests in the chat did make it. This party is D&D Futurama. Robot, out-of-time human, grumpy, wrinkly bloke, and bossy female.
which one of us is the bossy female?
Oh, gee, I wonder.
I mean, it's a fair
She
question.
has
Yeah,
the
that-
feather. And
Or
you're
actually, yeah, it could be Kira.
I'm
too.
very
Good news, everyone.
Congratulations, you're Bender.
Bites my shiny metal ass.
Who taught you that, Crusher?
All right,
Fair enough.
to go back to your question,
It's from
to
this
put this
great
party back on the rails.
story. Right.
He has met the creature of the wood.
Can you tell me about the creature of the wood?
The trees are no longer answering.
Did the
Wait.
tree
Did they,
say
did
that?
they say that?
No.
I feel like
That's
we're
me.
done here.
In the royal we. The trees.
The DM has stated they are no longer answering.
Did you say creature?
You don't know
I was
that.
talking in tree.
Yeah,
oh,
you
yeah,
don't.
I didn't
You
hear her
didn't
say
hear.
that. That's right.
You
yeah.
have no idea what just happened. You just know that Kara was just speaking in this beautiful, like, you heard Kara speaking in something that's vaguely elven, essentially, like what you would hear from the elves, because it is an actual language, and then you heard the trees wrestle
speak
after,
Morgan.
essentially.
Okay, so the guy Harker
Mhm.
is lost to us. Us
The-
being the trees.
oh,
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was found by the creature of the wood. When I asked about the creature of the wood, which I'm guessing is the large bipedal cow, the trees stopped responding to me. So I don't know anything about the thing I saw, except that it has glowing red eyes, which is creepy.
Can you ask them if we are good?
Oh,
Like,
they
are
welcomed
we good?
us.
Okay. Like the
So, mental note,
Yeah.
no more cutting on trees.
Do you have mending by any
Mending?
chance?
Let me see.
It's a cantrip.
I do not have mending.
Okay. I was gonna ask if you heal the tree. Can you heal
Yeah.
the tree? Do you have a low level, super low level way to make
I'm
the
actually
tree
thinking I'm
cut
going to
feels
swap out
better?
friends.
Are you using me?
We may need
Oh,
help.
you weren't using your Maka voice.
We may need help. Fix the tree.
I
No,
don't
it's
like being told what to do.
Doctor, can you please help?
Yeah, Professor,
Answer
please
you
fix
can.
this.
Escalator.
But I
The
cannot.
magic 8 ball.
I don't have 2 lodestones.
Ew. We should probably.
would you like some?
Oh.
I yell. I'm just gonna. Sorry.
Yeah, so I
I won't
take
do that
precious
again.
balls in my hand and I.
There's no response. The trees do nothing.
Oh. While I'm thinking about it, I will tell the trees that the human apologizes for cutting them. He did not realize that they were awake.
Okay.
We appreciate the apology.
They said that they appreciate your apology.
Ooh, boy. Okay.
I go up to her, like out of earshot of him, and I'm like, you should tell him certain ones are mad at him, but only certain ones as we go on.
This one hates you. That one's okay.
Mental note, watch where I go to the bathroom here. Anyway. No peeing on the trees.
All right.
Would trees be upset?
I mean,
maybe.
I would. So I'm just gonna treat the tree like
I
any
probably
other
would
person.
love the alcohol content.
Fair enough.
Oh. Hurts. Anyway, so I guess we need to look for
If
the
it hurts,
creature
you
of
need
the
to get
wood
checked
now.
out.
They didn't provide any other details on the creature of the wood, right? Like, weaknesses.
They provided a name,
Oh.
sort of, and
The title.
yeah,
guess.
it's more like a title.
Yeah.
And otherwise, it's we know that Harker was found by the creature, and radio silence. Further than that,
What's your
I mean,
radio?
I could just try yelling out, "Come out, you cloven hood, red-eyed son of a bitch." That
I mean,
probably
you
would
could
work.
yell that.
In
but
your experience, has that worked?
Yes.
Oh, go for it.
Why not?
How
Come
often-
on out, you cloven hood, red-eyed son of a bitch.
Absolutely nothing happens.
Well, it didn't work.
I
this time.
sneak up behind him. You ring?
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
Good thing you're not good at aiming that thing.
Oh!
I'll go ahead.
I didn't fire off a round. I didn't. I'm just joking.
Can I, in this immediate area, just for fun, like, kind of look through stuff and look at the ground and, like, see if I see just anything?
Sure, do a perception check. Perception.
I really thought you said a push-up check. I was
Perception.
like, no problem.
Drop and give her 20.
I asked.
Investigation. Or perception. I'll let you pick which one's higher.
I'll roll for that.
Okay. In this case, I'll let you pick which
my
one is higher since I'm bad at
perception
this.
would be higher. That is a 24.
24, and what do you roll?
23.
23. You don't find really any kind of animal tracks or anything,
Okay.
but you do find a 4-leaf clover.
Do I find a lodestone?
To be honest, I'm not sure what a lodestone
I
is.
don't,
It's a
I don't know what
real
it is either.
big rock.
Then no.
I know the vague shape of it, but I can't really describe.
Magnetic, too.
I'm like, could you lift one if we had to? Would you be able to know?
If Crusher found a large magnet, wouldn't it just be like, "Boom, I found a magnet."
Oh, one of those.
I just hold up my hand.
There you go.
Oh.
This is sticking to me.
It's like, put that down.
You
I
find
cannot.
you find a 4-leaf clover,
Okay.
which, yay,
Sure, always finds
Yay.
cute stuff.
yes,
What do I find?
dog. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I am kidding. You,
bovine food.
you also find a 4-leaf clover, and a pretty like those purple flowers that grow in clover patches.
Yeah.
The really, really tiny ones.
Yeah, like not the tiny ones, but the ones that grow like on the stem
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It's been a while
I,
since I've seen a clover
I
patch.
put the 4-leaf clover in my hat.
Like the little puff balls.
Since
Oh,
Cassie
yeah, I
Reed's
love
left.
those.
Yeah, you find
Yeah, the puff balls.
yeah the ones that are purple and white. You find one of those as well as the 4-leaf clover.
Lucky me.
Yep.
It's weird.
I'll put the
I
4-leaf
never
clover
looked at that when you
in
said puff ball.
my
X.
No, that doesn't
Oh.
seem right.
I'm like,
That's
Chibi,
fine.
spit that out. Crusher, spit that out.
Do you want to like put it like in your bag or like on your necklace or?
Oh, I'm still marking trees every 10 feet, but with chalk.
Okay. Y'all haven't
Nice.
moved from this spot,
Oh.
so
Yeah, I keep walking
Oh, so
towards
yeah,
the
I'm
forest.
continuing to
I don't know
walk
Okay.
how it'll stay.
deeper into the forest, marking trees every 10 feet with chalk, nice washable chalk,
okay. As you're walking,
non-injuring chalk.
you notice something strange about the area around you.
Than anything else we've run into so far.
It's as if you have walked through a year into another season. The leaves have started to yellow and orange and red, and the leaves have started to drift to the ground. But time has not seemed to actually, sunlight has not seemed to pass at any point.
I look back. Does it look like the trees from when it was greener? Are they still greener?
Mhm.
Okay. Keep walking.
Oscar!
No, I just looked back. I didn't leave.
Harker!
I'll go
Powerful
about.
Some birds rustle away as you yell, but
I'll
You
go
don't-
about like 20 feet, 30 feet to the group's right, and keep walking just so we have a larger area.
all right.
I didn't object.
All right, as you are walking, oh no, you'll be fine. You keep walking. You don't really find anything different,
Mm-hmm.
but you do see that the ground here is more overgrown with clover, grasses, brush.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Yeah, just walking,
tromping through it.
shrupping through it.
And if I do need to, I would be able to like lift stuff out of the way.
Yeah, like
I needed to.
You move you move a branch or two as you walk under them, kind of thing.
Off topic in character thought. There are flowers in here. There may be more bees.
Oh God! He doesn't need any more. He already has 16.
I have almost too many.
Almost.
Yes.
To be fair, I think he has too many.
Well,
How many bees is too many bees?
One. Unless you're a beekeeper. I guess he's on his way to
He's
being a
not
beekeeper.
a beekeeper.
Yeah,
That's fair.
He is keeping some bees.
He is keeping bees. But you don't find anything too different.
Okay.
I keep petting trees as we walk.
It's probably a good call.
And I ask Kira, I'm like, you should ask for just a locale to one of these. And let these trees know we're not trying to hurt them. We're just passing through as their locale for this, whatever they call
Oh,
it.
we have alerts now.
Hmm?
I put alerts on our Twitch
Oh.
on new followers. And we have 2 new followers.
Yay.
Yay! Hello,
Yay.
people. Thank you.
I'll ask the trees. Do you know where the creature is?
They do not answer.
Worth a shot.
They're not answering.
Okay. So
What did you ask them?
continuing to
If
look.
they knew where
I
the
mean,
creature
spring
was.
to summer to fall. Let's keep going for winter.
I don't like.
I like the
winter.
cold.
I don't like cold very much.
I'm wearing leather.
Wait, what did you ask the trees?
If they knew where the creature was,
Did you ask them if they knew where the person was?
the
They
person,
answered that the first time.
yeah,
Oh.
is with the creature, but they want
Oh,
to know
okay.
where the creature is.
Okay, okay.
So by default, we'll find them.
By what?
Default. DEFAU.
It's a part of a forest.
Okay.
As a result of another thing, this other
No,
action
it'll be
will
by
happen.
What if
default.
their leaves are their eyes, so they're lost to them because the trees without leaves can't see anything?
That's a good question. Can the trees without leaves see stuff?
If it is the rustling that alerts them to whatever, I'm not really sure
I
about
think
the
the
intelligence.
rustling is just them talking.
Well, maybe they can't
Well,
talk
no, but
to
I mean,
each
like,
other
how
without
do
leaves.
trees
Then.
know what's going on around them?
I'm also still curious how
And
those
is
tracks
that-
disappeared.
Perception limited when they don't have trees. I'm still saying that we continue to winter where the trees don't have
We
leaves, and
may have
maybe
some
that's why
more
they...
limited information.
Exactly.
I will ask the trees how they see.
They don't answer.
Okay.
They didn't answer.
Unlucky.
Continuing into the forest.
Are we still in fall?
Yes, currently you are still in fall.
Can I backtrack to summer? How far is it?
Not very far.
Okay, I'm gonna backtrack to summer.
Okay.
Just
That's
a
what I
little.
asked myself every year in high school.
All right, you've backtracked into summer. You can still see the
Should've
party.
asked someone else. It seems like eventually you might get.
And I'll ask if the trees that have dropped all of their leaves are asleep.
You get kind of a soft rustling of not all of this.
Okay.
Cool. Good to know.
Good talk?
Huh?
Good talk?
Yeah. So, not all of the trees in the winter area
Uh-huh.
are asleep, but some of them are.
Yeah,
So-
evergreen.
More like pine trees, yeah.
Potentially.
So those are who we can communicate with.
Well,
Do the Trees.
Well, that's our working theory. at
Do they
least.
hibernate?
I wonder what the personality of a pine
Okay.
tree over just a normal, oak would be.
I would imagine jolly.
Really? I would think more jagged, more sharp.
Weeping willows.
They're probably
No, they're
depressing
so
as hell.
depressing.
They probably sound like Eeyore from.
I mean, why are we talking about it? That's the tree talking of personality of the trees.
Anyway,
I regret this.
continuing on to look for this disappeared son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Or I guess we're doing like
picked
active
that
perception.
language
Do I
at
see
random.
anything?
Huh?
I picked that language at random.
As we moved into this new season,
Yep, you're still in fall.
I'm still in fall.
Yeah, y'all are still in fall.
Do I notice anything different about fall versus besides just the?
It's colorful.
Okay then.
It's pretty.
I crunch some leaves.
It feels wonderful. You don't know why, but you just feel very happy crunching leaves. And the trees don't seem to care, so.
I
So-
will pause here to specifically gather leaves into a pile and then tell Crusher to jump in the pile because it's more fun.
I help her
Then-
gather leaves.
Right.
This I gotta see.
Crusher jumps into the pile of leaves,
But like a very stiff jump, like
and you hear more leaves just crunch under your feet,
I like
and
that.
you just have this weird sense of joy fill your mechanical heart.
I've never done that before.
Yeah,
That
I
was
used to jump into my friend's ashes, so I bet the trees love this.
I did it all the time before I lived with the dwarves, and then it was more mountainous and the ground
No,
hurting.
thank you.
You lived with
Full.
dwarves.
I was raised by dwarves.
That explains a lot, yeah.
They are a colorful lot. Anyway, moving on. I guess we're moving into the next season.
I didn't tell him.
As you walk,
Thank you.
you notice that the air has gone from like
wanted to
that
see that
crisp
conversation.
fall air that was pretty tolerable still because of how you're all dressed, to suddenly a bitter wind, and it is very cold, and snow has started to form on the ground. It's not snowing, per se, but there is lots of snow on the ground.
I pick up some. I make a snowball.
As
and
if
I
this
hurl
snow
it at
has been
Cassidy
here.
when he's not paying attention.
Well, you've been hit by a snowball.
Wait a minute. I ain't got a
You've
chance to
been hit
dodge
by-
it or anything.
You've been
You have...
Damage.
No,
No, hold
Snowball.
on. Were you throwing it from behind or from the front?
I was waiting till he's not paying attention.
Okay, I want
So, like-
make an unarmed strike attack is what I'm going to call it. Now, you're not going to do damage, but that base bonus
to see
is...
if it can hit him.
Yeah, let's see if you hit Cassidy.
How good is your aim?
16.
Does that hit you?
Hold on. What is my armor class?
You've been hit by.
She rolled a
that does
16.
hit.
Struck by.
She hit me.
All right, you feel something very cold hit you in the back of the neck.
Oh,
And knock
right
your
where
head
I
off.
was going for. I'm not subtle about it. I just wanted to hit it. I didn't care
I
if
make
he
a
was
snowball
me.
and fling it back at her.
Unarmed strike
Uncanny
attack.
dodge. Uncanny dodge.
You automatically dodge?
I can on my turn.
I'm
When
gonna,
an
like,
attacker
fly
that you
up
can
into
see
the,
hits
like,
you with an
branches and
attack.
boughs and just hang
It's
out
only
up
if
there
he
while they
hits
throw
me.
snow around.
19.
Yeah, he hits me, but not full on, I guess, because it's half damage, but it wasn't damage. So
Yeah.
like,
It like hits your shoulder. Like you know how like when you barely hit someone on their shoulder, it kind of does that.
I just laugh, and I'm done.
You're enjoying the show from the trees.
I'll make a terrible, terrible snowball.
You should
Be-
go to
Gonna
the
It's like-
doctor,
ask
just
you.
like
Call
It's
down
it's
towards
one.
you and ask if you're good.
It looks
'cause
like a bowling
you're like,
ball.
like a reptile person.
Yeah. Yes, I'm fine. We come from dragon blood. No matter how cold it gets,
Okay.
I'm always warm. That's why we live underground so much. It's way worse for us in the heat than it is in the cold. We can get as cold as it wants. It's never going to bother me.
Okay.
All right.
But as far as I'm all right, I don't know why we're playing around when we're hunting a fucking monster.
He got it this time.
You got it.
All right.
All right.
So moving on, trudging through the snow now, because I'm ready to get to summer. Or wait, spring.
Do we know
Is
the
there-
No,
spring
no,
season?
that's
Oh, we've already
how
done-
the forest works.
We've already done whatever. I'm
It
going.
actually
started
We
is
in
spring.
started in spring.
Spring.
Oh shit.
And since I mean we don't.
So wait, we went through spring, fall, and then
You went
We-
through summer.
we
Sorry,
went through
I
spring,
didn't.
summer,
Summer and
and
spring
fall.
aren't very different in a forest.
Okay,
Then
fine. So-
summer gave winter and fall passed. Went
Okay,
straight
friggin'
on to
snow.
spring.
To autumn.
Yep, there's
Do
lots
we
of
see
snow.
any caves?
You don't see any caves, but you also notice that the sun hasn't moved at all since you've been here.
well, that's not weird at all.
Do we have an idea how long we've been walking?
You probably have like a decent idea of how long you've generally been walking, but without the sun's movement, you can't tell how long you've actually been here.
Like how long roughly do we think? And I know it would be off, but like
You roughly estimate it's been a couple of hours.
Okay, so
Hold on. Y'all, like, huddle up right here for a second. And I'm gonna see, like, directly above y'all, if I can see through the canopy. Like, if I can get through it.
okay.
And see if the sun's moved.
Alright, so you fly up to the canopy.
Mm-hmm.
When you stick your head out, all you see is a thick fog.
Okay, come back down. So, the only thing out there is fog. I don't see the sun at all. It's just fog.
So that's not the sun.
If it is, I don't know how it could be. I mean,
the sun
the
doesn't stay in one place.
the sun isn't shining through here if there's no sun outside.
So what is it?
Glow.
You want to throw a rock at it?
Sure, why not? It might be a bit high for that. I could shoot it.
No, you might hit the trees.
Yeah, no.
Plus, we're on a monster hunt. Ideally, we find it before it finds us.
Why's that?
I mean,
Element of surprise.
Oh, okay. Oh, I knew that.
Okay,
Sneak attack.
so continuing, I guess, to look for this kid in this strange environment.
Can we pick up our pace, like all of us? I guess in
Yeah.
character. Maybe we should go a little bit faster if we're gonna have to backtrack before nightfall, if that's a possibility. Just try and
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
okay, there's snow on the ground.
Yes, there's snow on the ground. The trees are barren of their leaves. You can see some pine trees through the trunks of the other trees.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Cassidy to drag his feet, literally, but like we're still gonna keep the pace.
Yeah, like basically making tracks.
Wait, is he still marking?
I'm still
their
marking.
trees?
Every 10 feet, I'm doing it in a tree.
All right.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how I want this to play out.
How far back can I see my marks, by the way?
I mean, you can look back, and you can see the tree of the trees that you can see where your marks are.
Okay.
I'm just a little spooked by not being able to see the ground.
Yeah.
Because of all the snow. See, as you're walking, you come to a creek.
There's
Is
where
it-
the fog's coming from.
Huh?
That's
There's no
now we
fogs
know where
coming.
the fog came from.
Yep.
Seems like a really long way to travel.
You see a creek, or a crick if you're from the south.
I've never
Babbling.
said crick.
Yeah, I've said creek.
Is it frozen?
And I'm from the south.
I
I've
may
said
have said
crick a
crick
lot.
as a child. No,
Is it frozen?
no, it is.
Should it be
Oh, I mean, maybe
borderline?
borderline. I'm actually gonna say no,
Okay.
just because I've had experience with a creek.
Yeah, it has to
in
be
the winter.
really, really cold. I just didn't
Yeah,
know how
well, I mean,
cold
I-
it was.
Since it's moving
Okay.
and it's
It'd be
moving pretty
really hard
steadily,
to freeze it.
right?
40 below, hard.
Yeah, it would have to be
Yeah,
like
okay.
extremely below. I mean, y'all are cold,
Yeah, that's
except
not
you.
that cold.
You're a robot. You're fine, and
He's a kobold.
and he's a kobold,
I'm
so
more-
he's in his element. You have have a duster, so you're okay.
Sort of, kind of.
Actually,
I
no,
mean,
you
I'm
both have
fire. Like
yeah.
I
have
I don't know.
feathers.
You
So
may,
I have insulation.
huh?
So I have insulation, but that
Yeah.
doesn't make me like
You're
What a bird.
impervious to being cold.
yeah. I mean, y'all are all pretty okay, but y'all are all still kind of cold.
Yeah,
'cause
we
it's
would like to.
cold outside.
I would like to get out of the cold as quickly as possible. And
I
find
just want to find this thing. So what about the creek? Is it different? Is it weird?
Does it look weird?
No, like I mean, it looks like a creek.
But it's flowing blood.
Yes. No, this isn't a metal album.
Yet.
Too
Yes.
bad.
Then what was that
Oh.
shrieking? I thought it was metal.
Hey,
We
you-
should follow the creek.
the creek is flowing downwards. 'Cause, like, y'all can tell that it's at kind of an angle, so it's flowing downwards.
Is it quickly? How fast is the water moving?
Not super quickly. Like, it's also not very deep. Like, it's maybe like ankle deep. It's not very big.
Follow
I
the creek.
yeah, I would for you knee deep.
You could,
I would say it's probably about this wide.
I'd like
Relatively?
to follow the creek to see if we find a body of water.
All right, are you all cool with that plan?
Sure.
It's fine
Sure.
with me. Keep
Upstream
marking
to
trees.
downstream.
We're going downstream.
Okay.
Yeah, you follow the creek downstream. You gonna do that now just to annoy me?
Okay.
Yeah, and there's nothing we can see to the bottom if it's ankle deep, right?
Yeah, I mean, you see dirt and rocks.
Nothing weird.
Gold nugget.
Oh,
No. Huh, what is it?
Gold nugget.
No. As you follow it, you notice that the seasons change again. You walk through fall back into summer, in like summer/spring area, and you find yourselves at a lake. And Let's
Can
see.
I ask a kind of a weird question?
yeah,
We've been walking about the same pace except for the last little bit, right?
Yeah.
Is the change from one season to another still consistent? Does it seem like it's a matter of time or a matter of pace?
Or possibly location.
you don't really think that it's a matter of time,
Okay.
more like a matter of location.
Okay. But as we move downstream, it's going back.
Yeah.
So it's maybe the center.
Maybe.
It's maybe the center of the forest.
Maybe.
Let's see.
I can't see through the canopy if I fly above, so I can't
Right.
tell.
Okay.
Yeah, but you find yourselves at a lake.
Is the sky clear above the lake?
You look up and you can see clouds. Like you still see like a pretty thick canopy, like the tree branches have like grown over that area. Like I don't know how to describe that, but I think y'all know what I mean. Like long branches, but you can still see the sky in between, and you can see the sky.
How big is the lake around?
It's a pretty sizable amount. Like it's not huge.
Any structures around it?
If I fly over it, can I see into it?
Yes.
Yeah, I put on my hat of feathers and also like float above it. So I
Yeah.
can-
Yeah.
Are you able to like move, or do you just go up?
Yeah, you can move. You can't
Yeah.
move fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She can control where she goes, but she can't get there at a
It's not like
quick
a good
pace.
combat hat, but
No.
Well, no, I was wondering
So-
if I should tow you along.
oh yeah, probably.
You know, if y'all want to, you can. It's not necessary.
Yeah, I'll do some of that and do a little separate directions and stuff.
She'll be on
to
the
find
phone.
it.
She shoves Maka so
tie
we go different
A
directions.
rope like 70 feet so I can.
No, you look down into the water and you can see that it's very clear. Like you can see all the way down to the bottom. You can see rocks. You can see some little fish swimming around. Like the water looks almost crystal clear. Like if you could find a forest lake in our modern age that hasn't been touched by humans.
It's turned into Fern Gully all of a sudden. Like,
I really like forests.
Is there anything else at the bottom? It's just dirt.
Yeah, just dirt. It looks like this is like a watering hole basically for
is
the
there
forest.
any like even just little bitty like signs of life, fish,
Yeah.
plants, whatever.
Yeah,
that
there-
looks like a normal lake.
Yeah, there's some plant life that would, like some algae and plant life that grow at the bottom of the lake that are in big enough patches that you can see it. You can see some fish swimming around.
I'll go around the perimeter of the lake, checking for those same footprints, or any footprints, really.
All right, make an investigation check. Is anybody else wanting to explore?
Yeah.
Investigation, 12.
I will when I'm done sending you this dumb joke.
Oh, 13.
13?
We're on investigation, you said?
Yes. Investigation discovery.
20.
Sorry. 20?
I'm
23.
not investigating. I'm just following behind Cassidy, being like,
We're going the wrong way. Obviously, it's winter. We're wasting time at this lake.
23.
23. Alright, the animal tracks that you see around it look, like normal-sized deer, normal-sized animals that you would find in a forest. But you can tell that it's you. Like, animals do come this way. Animals do come to this lake.
If I fly up and like stick my head out the canopy again, is it foggy or does it just look like the sky?
The closer you get to the sky, the foggier it gets.
So, Doc, you think we're going the wrong way?
I do. I think we should have gone upstream, and maybe the creature lives
Like in
at
a
the top
spring?
of the stream, like ideally caves behind a waterfall. I need to find some caves for my.
As you are all
Oh,
have you all
Real quick, I'm gonna relay to y'all that whenever I go up toward the break in the canopy and look out, it gets all foggy again. It's not the real sky.
Yeah, that's normal.
Are
Yes, I
all of
don't
you
care
back
for that.
together at the lake's edge?
yes.
Yeah.
As you are all talking and discussing what you have found as you walk around, you hear movement on the other side of the lake.
We hear movement on the other side of the lake.
Yes.
I
Definitely.
stealth immediately.
I'm
I'm,
eyes on it.
I'm
What do you roll?
I rolled an 18, but what am I adding? What check am I doing?
Perception.
Perception? Okay. 18 plus 8.
26.
Thank you.
I jump behind a tree and pull out my rifle.
Alright, as you're all standing there at the ready, you see a creature emerge from the bushes and tree line to walk towards the water. It is not a cloven creature, a hooved creature, but it is a creature that's quite large. It's not one that y'all have seen before in this area, if at all. It is a woman, almost like a half giant, maybe a little smaller, but bigger than all of you. She has fiery red hair, and her skin is almost the color of the trees, like almost like that brown color of the bark. She walks over to the edge of the water with a large jug that she starts filling the jug with. She starts filling the jug with the water. She does not seem to have noticed you guys yet.
Do we get the impression that she was trying to be quiet or no?
Not necessarily. You just kind of get the feeling that she was,
She's at home,
yeah.
more or less. In the
Yeah.
news. Okay.
You do see that she has, or that she was walking with a staff that she has laid to the side as she's filling the water.
Keep it down.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Understand?
put my axe back away and, as casually as I can, kind of start walking towards her.
Through the water?
No. Around the lake.
Thank you for
Didn't get a
specifying.
great reaction to that in the past.
Yes, people have not liked that. Just, but yeah, as casually and trying to look like I belong there.
I'm staying.
Hold my axe out and throw it at her.
I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Yeah, Crusher, come
What?
back.
Why?
What are you doing?
I'm going to go talk to her.
Why?
Because she probably knows this forest better than we do.
Kira?
I'll go with you.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I'm
I feel like
stealthing.
if somebody lives in a magic forest in the middle of a lake, probably they don't want you coming up to their home and being like, "Hey, look at me, I'm Robot. Can I hang out?"
That's why I'm staying over here with the rifle.
I say we go to the other side of the river.
I cast message at Crusher and I'm like, go talk to her, but I'm stealthing behind the tree line.
Okay.
I'm going with you.
I'm
Okay.
staying with
Do you ride on
And
his
I'll-
shoulder? Like a parrot?
I'll move my hair. I don't know. Like, yes, here, right here. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The hair that Crusher doesn't have?
The hair that, yeah.
you,
And
Part
I,
of your fur armor or
I'm
something.
screwed.
Just
Do you wear a fur bikini?
you,
yes.
that's great.
That's my armor.
I'm staying hidden, so go right ahead.
Alright, so.
Go chit-chat.
Like little triangles, and that's it.
Really?
My armor is, it's a leather bikini. Did I not tell you?
Your character did not show that.
No, no, that kind of missed the explanation.
Ah, my bad.
As you walk over to her, like you say hello,
Hello.
oh, she kind of startles a bit, like
I'm
she's
so
not used
sorry. Hello.
to. She looks. Oh, you're not something we see often here. How are you?
Oh, I am good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. She stands up. She kind of corks her bottle, puts it back on her shoulder. Are you and your friends here traveling in the forest?
We actually were looking for someone that we lost.
Aye, was it a boy perchance?
Yes, it was.
Called Harker.
Harker. She kind of gets a sad look on her face.
Do you know anything about him?
I do. She picks up her staff. Here may not be the best place to talk about it, though.
Where can we go?
Come back to my home, my village, if you would like.
Okay. I would like to do that, but first I have some things I need to grab on the other sides of the lake. Is that okay?
Oh, absolutely. Is it your friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. Take your time.
Okay.
I'll be ready to lead you out there whenever
Does
you're
she
ready.
see me?
She sees you guys. You're not invisible.
I am on a tree, though.
you
Oh, then-
got cover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I duck for cover and
Are you? Where are you, Doctor?
with me.
Standing there at the edge of the lake.
Okay. Okay, then she
I'm
just
not hiding
And we
at
can't
all.
hear
Then
what
she-
they're saying, right?
then she just says, "Oh, to pick up your friend."
She
Just the
points
one
at me,
friend.
I run behind the tree with Cassidy.
Yes, he is little.
Oh, he
Yeah.
does seem pretty small.
Yeah.
Like she's actually like how tall is Crusher?
Crusher's a little bit north of 8 feet, I think. Like high 7, low 8.
She's about your height.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll walk around the lake and address it to the doctor, but being a little bit loud. Be like, yes, would you like to come? She wants to talk to us about the boy that went missing, that we are here to find.
Just because you're right this time doesn't mean it wasn't a dumb idea. Let's go.
It's not
I
the first time.
swing my rifle and get up.
I'd like to.
I would have emerged from
Is-
the tree line by her.
Is
think
it okay
he's-
if I scramble up on your other shoulder?
Oh, by
Sure.
Yeah, because I was stealthing, staying even
Yeah.
with him.
We should have taken the horses.
So I'd come out when it appears there won't be a confrontation.
Yeah. And
I
then
look up and I'm like, wow,
Oh, hello.
you're very tall.
Hey.
And introduce myself. Hi, I'm Maka. I'm with them.
Hello. I actually don't have a name.
Sure.
You don't have a name?
Do you want one? We're great at naming people.
Oh,
We
we're
named this
actually
one
really
kid
horrible.
Runner
Na-
and no
my
one
Cassidy,
else.
pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. My people don't really name ourselves. We just go with the names that people give us, because we know who we are.
I'm going to call you Pine.
All right. And what's your name, little one? She just she's like towering over you.
I got on Crusher.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
then
on
she.
his other shoulder.
Now that I'm
So you've got
eye level,
Kara on
we're
one
all
shoulder
equal here.
and the doctor on
I'm
another.
sure. She's the crocodile.
I get Chibi as
She's
stand
the
on
Steve
top
Irwin
of
of
him
our
because
group.
I feel short and I don't like that.
I'm
Oh.
Dr. Marcus Newman.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Doctor. Oh, and who's this little one? And she
This
bends
is
down
Chibi.
to pet Chibi. Like
Hi.
she loves him. She loves him.
Chibi loves attention, so
She gets it. He's little.
yes,
Hey, he's little and he's very sweet.
he is. He
Crusher
likes
doesn't
you.
see many people his height.
Yes, I am very excited. I am Crusher. I did not know if I said that.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
This is
Did you
fine.
introduce yourself?
I'm not going to.
Oh, okay. What's your name? I can divorce you.
She'll tell you after she's had a few drinks.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. We have spirits back at the place.
Oh, let's go there.
And this is Cassidy.
I've already introduced myself.
Yeah,
He seems lively.
that's a good name. Yes, that's good. Word.
This is our group. You said we should not talk about the thing here.
Nay, not here.
How
Okay.
far is your place?
Not very far, but please keep close to me. These woods can be very tricky, as I'm
We-
sure you've
We've
noticed.
noticed
Yeah.
that. Is she hot and tall, or is she just not?
I mean-
not so hot.
She's pretty thick, and when I say thick, I don't mean like thick, but like
A C and a K, not two C's.
yeah, not like
Is she-
hourglass thick.
Is Futurama reference? Is she snoo thick? I like
Yes,
she's like the giant women in Futurama.
yeah. She's got a very bulky frame, but it doesn't look like fat. It looks like muscle from travel and living in the forest and things like that.
Maka's
But-
still friendly to her.
Yeah.
She's not her type.
That's fair.
Really
She
like
likes
the
the little
idea
blue and pink
of
water
Someone
people.
who's not just curvy, but several more curves.
Shut up. Shut up.
She's 36, 24, 23, 36, 37.
So, do you follow
Sure, why not?
Pine, as she's been named?
Pretty close if she's, because we don't want to get lost.
Yeah, you notice that she doesn't take the path,
Okay.
like the natural paths that have formed. She kind of walks through clover between the trees.
I imagine she can cut the path for you to be following her.
Pretty much.
Well, she seems to know her way. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'll take up the rear, kind of keeping an eye out.
Alright.
So that I can see behind us.
No,
if
take
there's
up the
anything.
rear.
Hey. And it doesn't take very long, but you do come to a small village that looks like it was placed there by nature itself. Like the buildings and trees look like they are in harmony with one another. Like it basically just looks like this is part of the forest. You see plant life growing over the stone and wood buildings. You see other people like her, various shades of grays, browns. Their hair ranges in colors as varied as nature itself.
Are they kind of observing us? Just
They seem kind of happy to have new people come by. Like,
I'm like, yes, hello.
yep, everyone says hi to you as you walk through. Everyone's very friendly.
How big is the village?
Not super big, because you'd notice that there's not a super large amount of these people here. But it is big enough to house all of them, and there looks like there could be room for growth as their population grows.
Yeah, so we follow her.
Yep. She leads
I'm
you.
gonna cast detect magic on myself.
Oh, on yourself?
Well, it is a self thing.
Oh, and that's like basically so you can detect it around you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
There is so much magic everywhere. Like if it was a light, it would just basically go boing, and just be like, you know, like the sound the THX makes.
Yes.
Imagine that with light, and
the
that's
audience
just.
is now deaf.
No, that was earlier. But no, like, and that's everywhere. Like this forest is essentially living, breathing magic.
Okay then.
The only things that aren't lighting up are some of the actual people in this village.
Some of them?
Yeah, like some of them that you could...
They like have magic on.
But there are
Yeah.
other ones that do light up.
Yes, like
Okay.
certain parts of them, like, because they have magic items,
Yeah.
or certain ones that have an innate magical ability probably light up.
There are sorcerers in these woods.
Okay then.
Okay.
Proceeding on to her place.
She leads you to a hut kind of structure towards the back of the village. This one is adorned with various crystals, feathers, twine. This one seems very, like, it seems more decorated than the other houses. So you gather that this is probably an important place.
Oh, well, in her home.
I'm gonna keep it up for the 10 minutes that it lasts.
Okay. You're blinded. No, I'm kidding. You're blinded by the magical light.
Blinded by the light.
We're not going to go any farther because we don't want the discussion to happen. No, you walk in. There's a man that is sitting at the table. Like, it's like a stone table. He also... Huh?
Ignore me.
Okay. He also has, like, a fiery red hair, but it's more... like it's a darker shade of that beautiful... like, a darker red. He has a full beard that basically... like, his hair and his beard basically meld into one. Like, that's how long all of this is on him. He stands up. He has, you know, a wooden leg. And he walks with a cane. But he smiles as you walk in. Oh, welcome, welcome. Please, have a seat, have a seat.
Hello.
I hop up with pressure
Yeah, I was
to the
gonna say
table.
I'm not gonna get on the table, but
Ah,
I'm not gonna stay on Crusher's shoulder. while
You're
I
gonna hop
sit
down to the floor. Tweet. So,
I give everyone a howdy and
alright. Welcome to our village. What brings you here? Oh, well, they're looking for Harker. She kind of says it like a, you know.
also by default, what could possibly be a large creature with hooves? And
He silences you immediately. We don't talk about that. We will get to that in a moment.
Should we not name it?
Nay. He offers you to have a seat at the table. Would you like some tea?
Sure.
I'm good, thank you.
I'll get you a cup.
Sure.
All right.
I'm not drinking anything from here
I'm
and
not
I
going to
figure
drink it.
stuff
I'm
out.
just not going to refuse it.
all right, Pine goes to make a pot of tea.
Are you at the table?
I'm kind of standing back from it some, not unfriendly, but I don't know these people.
I like to turn around and be like, psst.
Yeah.
In Infernal.
Do you speak Infernal?
Are you trying to be sneaky?
No, I assume they don't speak Infernal. The forest giants.
Yeah, it's a different language.
I speak Inferno. Where did you learn?
Here and there.
Yeah,
I don't like it here.
I don't either. I don't know what these people are doing.
Of course I speak
Why
French.
won't anyone
Of
talk
course I speak
about
in French. I
anything
went to Hawk.
ever?
I love this.
We need to leave.
That's gotta
Let's
hurt
wait
their
and hear if
voice,
they have
right?
information. And then yes.
I would fall silent.
Also,
I fall silent.
that's way, 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 way easier on my voice than
Oh,
Marcus's.
that
normal.
sucks.
I would assume so.
That is hard.
That's
on
beautiful.
My voice.
I would assume so.
I could do Infernal forever and ever, but
Dr. Marcus.
It's like half and
more
half
difficult.
almost.
Well, they do not speak that language. They're a little, but they're not gonna. They're not.
Finish and I'm like, sorry.
I wouldn't mind them. They have a car.
Excuse me.
No, it's all right. We've had people come by that speak other languages that we
Yeah.
do not.
Language? What?
You seem very friendly to people that are not like you.
We love having visitors here.
I have not experienced this.
I'm sorry.
People think I am strange. It's okay. Have you ever seen anybody like me?
And he kind of looks at, like, gives you a long look. Not exactly. I've seen people that make creatures similar, but not sentient like you, free speaking like you.
Golems.
Where did you see this?
Here and there as they came by. We do not leave the forest.
I just asked, are they golems?
How is it?
I believe that's what they're called.
We've seen those. And I cast the light so Chibi starts batting around something on his belt pouch.
We don't
Distract him.
know that that's not what I am.
We're,
Not
We're
for
pretty
sure.
confident.
Okay.
you learn things. That's
So, what
anyway,
might this fella
take
be?
care of the tiger.
It's hard to say. Harker was the first visitor we've had in quite a while. By your standards, I guess. Time flows differently here, as I'm sure you've seen.
So it's actual time passing, like the seasons.
Sort of. The forest is a living creature of its own.
We met part of it.
Can you speak to the trees?
Yes.
He like, looks excited. We don't have many visitors that come by that aren't elfin that can speak to the trees.
I can speak to the trees. They don't answer every question.
They're
but-
quite moody.
They are. They only answer the questions they want to answer.
So we've noticed.
With Harker, he's the first visitor we've had in a while. It was great to have him here. He was very friendly, very curious. It was kind of refreshing to be able to show someone new our way of life and our village. We even offered to let him stay if he wanted. And he seemed okay with that. But the creature you mentioned has a very negative power. It can take over. It can take over the mind. It can enchant someone. And he fell to the enchantment.
How long has it been here?
Here it's been a few months.
So
Is
it
this
passes both ways,
Does this creature ever try to do anything to you guys?
potentially.
Aye and nay. Whenever it gets close, we can hear it. And we take the necessary precautions to keep it away.
What does it sound like?
Like a whiny horse.
Something like that. It sounds like a screech, I guess is a way to put it.
That
It-
checks out.
No,
not-
I understand the importance
We may have encountered it.
of separating your subjects from the questions.
Well, at least Kira may have encountered it.
Have you seen the creature?
I saw its eyes.
What color are its eyes? Do you know?
They are a glowing red that you cannot miss in the trees.
That scans.
Last night for us, we heard that screech, and I was the only one that was outside, and I saw its red eyes at the tree line, and it was looking directly at me.
He looks worried, and he lays a big hand on your shoulder because you're so tiny. You must be careful. You may be the next one that it targets.
Do you know
Don't
how
like
it
that.
targets people? Is it
It-
sound? Is it visual? How do the enchantments work? Do you have any?
I'm not positive myself. Usually, if someone is enchanted, it's very hard to break that enchantment. I have not.
But you don't know how it came to pass. If they looked at it and became enchanted, if they spoke to it.
Nay, but I can say that if they locked eyes, it's very possible that your friend here could be next.
Hey.
Step like 2 feet away from her, and I'm like,
Hey, Kira, how do you feel about being bait?
Pretty not partial to that idea.
Like, it's not.
Tell me, have you seen it since you entered the forest?
No.
We found tracks of it, but the next day when we went back to look at the tracks, they had disappeared. Also, they seemed to just end at a point.
He kind of looks sympathetic, like.
Do you know if the creature itself disappears?
It could have also been the forest. The forest is, again, kind of fickle. It is made of fey magic, and fey magic likes to play tricks.
And speak Sylvan.
Aye.
Well,
Do you know where the creature lives?
or general direction.
The creature lives just. Oh my. Hello. Sorry,
Is it
mosquito.
carrying a
Oh my
message?
god.
Mosquito hawk
Friggin'
carrying a
mayfly.
message. Is it a mayfly or a mosquito
It's a
hawker?
mayfly.
I've always called them mosquito hawks. 'Cause
Okay.
That's what I was told to call them.
That's what I was told they were called too. Alright. The easiest answer is the forest. It likes to travel between the forest, different areas. It seems to like the cold.
Hey, Doc.
Shut up, Doc.
You want this, well, Doc, you were right. How would you like me to eat my crow right now? Wait. Probably not the best term to use with you.
Yeah, he takes out a dead crow. Like, this is old, but here.
I humbly admit that you were right.
I'm like,
I mean,
never-
going downstream wasn't a bad idea, but once we found the lake, it should have been obvious.
We found these.
Besides, it's not your fault that crushing was like, oh,
We also found these lovely people and a nice cup
I
of tea.
didn't crush it.
Yes, about as you're having this discussion, Pine comes back and hands everyone cups of tea. It smells very woodsy,
I'm like-
very herbal.
I drank the tea.
It has a very pleasant taste.
And look, I'm not dead. Who did I
I'm
just
sorry, what was that? What are you trying to tell
say?
me?
Just gonna sip my tea.
Ooh, is the tea hot? Spill that tea.
Ooh, piping.
Is it hot too?
It's piping hot.
I'd like
Ooh.
to cast Detect Poison and Disease on the tea.
You detect no poison
Just kill it.
or disease
I
on the tea.
can't. That would mean that I had to touch it.
It's got a woodsy, spicy taste. Depends on if you like that or not.
It's not bad. It's not poison.
I ask,
so-
I'm like, did you confirm that it... And
I
it's not
did.
poison for me either.
Oh yeah, by the way, in Inferno.
Oh, only talking like that. And then
It's not poison.
I look at him and I'm like,
Is it poison for me?
Mm-mm. This is
No.
lovely tea.
gotta
Oh,
take
well,
a
thank
break.
you.
It's tea.
It's a special blend.
Well,
I'm just gonna hold it and sniff at it.
You're gonna what?
I'm just gonna hold it and sniff it.
I take out some
It
honey
smells very
and
pleasant.
hand it to the doctor.
being as we are oh, I haven't had it on their house. How rude. Being as-
Yeah, don't be rude.
no kidding, right? I always like make a point to remove my hat when we go in places. Unless I don't like the mayor. Fuck him.
I like it. It's a nice touch.
So, we have a feeling that we should probably remove this issue for y'all.
Yeah, would your village reward someone who were to take care of it?
We're mostly here to rescue Harker.
Magic
but,
items.
I
Nice
mean,
thing.
possibly, but are you really sure you want to do that? It's very dangerous.
yeah, we've encountered danger
What
before.
kind of danger?
You could be killed. You could be enchanted.
He's got revivify.
We've never had success killing the creature.
Oh, you've tried.
Yeah, he said
Aye.
it out loud in character.
We've been able to wound it, but we've never been able to kill it.
Within a
Well,
minute.
you're in luck today because killing things is one thing we are particularly good at, especially things of supernatural,
So we have to get at
supernatural,
least three.
Supernatural?
magical.
Well,
We've
and to be
even-
fair, Maka doesn't
We've
know
even
how
killed a
it
couple
works.
of werewolves.
Oh, you have.
Knows that
Mhm.
it can.
Those are easy compared to this.
Not instilling me with a whole lot of confidence here, but hey,
I don't think our goal is to instill confidence.
now my goal.
More of
Let's
a
go find this
warning rather
thing.
than a hoorah.
See, as y'all have been talking, you have noticed that the sun has finally started to set.
How does that work?
They just kind of like, what, the sun?
He's unfamiliar. He's not the
Whenever,
brightest.
It is-
whenever I fly up to the canopy and try to like look through it out to the sky above, it's nothing but fog.
Aye, it is a magical enchantment that the forest puts on itself to kind of protect itself in a way. You can't see through the tree line from the above, as I've heard, and you can't see out of the tree line.
Huh.
We need to fight this thing by the tree line.
I don't like that.
You said the sun's beginning to set.
Yes.
Does this thing have an affinity for the night?
It does do a lot of its hunting at night. As that's when we usually hear the noise.
I don't know. Some of us are bad, but some of us are better in the dark. It's a better chance of finding it. I'm saying what Maka's saying. I'm not saying what Kat thinks is a great idea.
Kira's saying what Kira's technically not saying, which is just a wide, horrified glare.
Imagine
like,
a
looking at you.
peregrine falcon just from the side, just
It's pretty much the perma state.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
see.
don't have facial muscles, so
Yeah.
you don't ever see an expression.
I just see that bird side view. Like, birds always look annoyed and horrified to me.
fair.
I'm like, what do you think?
If you'll need a place to stay for the night, you're welcome to stay here.
If I'm gonna be the next person hunted by it,
That's fair.
I don't want to go looking for it in the dark when I can't see.
Do you guys have like an inn or something?
Come on, Kira.
Not necessarily. We usually just let people stay in our homes. We don't
I
have
don't
people that visit very
particularly
often.
want to
At least not
die.
often enough to warrant having
I understand that.
an inn of some sort.
That's me.
I made you a necklace of beef jerky.
How are you with your floors being dug up?
Nope.
I mean, they're made of dirt.
So what are our accommodations going to be?
Would it be okay if we all stayed in one?
Aye, yes.
Okay.
We have, and she kind of like motions to a guest room and has a couple of beds.
Also, they're giants. It's
The beds for them would fit a couple of people.
I mean, only two of us sleep in beds.
Yeah.
not
So
this time.
yeah, the beds are big enough for two 8-foot tall people to lay on the bed comfortably.
Okay.
So pretty big.
So we all like sleep over stuff.
And there's room under the beds for you to dig a hole.
Nice.
Doctor, we can... I will keep watch. If you'd like, we can keep
Nope.
watch.
Wait,
Chibi's probably like kind of running in between them.
I'll sleep on the
wanting
floor.
attention.
No, you... There are
The-
two beds.
I know.
Both the
I'm sleeping
woman
on
and
the
the
guest
gentleman
part.
are both
I'm sleeping
like,
on the
if Chibi comes near them, they will pet him.
on my back.
And he's probably really excited because the beds are probably 4 ones actually sturdy enough that he could sleep in a bed with me.
Yeah. Like, when Chibi jumps on the bed, it doesn't shake or, like, bow. 'Cause, like, they're made of... The bed itself is made of stone. Or it's
With a
carved out...
mattress on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're
are we
very
going to
sturdy.
sleep right here, right now?
I mean,
I think
it's night, right?
We are about
Yes.
to, yes.
Is it like sleepy time night or like?
It's getting to
We
the
make
sleepy
small
time night.
talk, I guess.
They
I'm
all...
gonna-
They, before you go to bed, they do offer a meal, if you would
Okay.
like.
I just stare at the doctor.
Oh, what?
like,
We're all level 7.
Yes.
7.
7?
7.
Aye.
Oh, okay.
7.
Aye.
You don't need to announce that to them, Cassidy.
Someone asked.
Someone in the chat asked, so...
No, someone in the chat asked.
Jason answered the
One of the
chat.
giants.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
No, one of the giants was like, by the way, what level are you? And
What
we're like,
level
"We're
are
level
you?"
5,
Well,
6.
that's out of the casting voice. Anyway,
5, 7.
7, 8.
I'm going to go outside for a cigar.
Okay.
Don't mind me, everybody. I'll be back.
Alright,
Right after the meal.
They offer you a meal of, like rabbit stew, like a rabbit stew, various fruits.
I can cast detect magic again and see if the food's enchanted.
It is food.
Oh, I assume.
What's
And
are
it
you
smells
doing?
amazing.
I assume they haven't poisoned us yet, so
I'm
okay.
seeing whether it's magic.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast detect
It's
poison and disease on
Yep.
the food again.
Yeah, I don't eat
No-
until both of them
no
have
poison
cast their
or-
thing.
Anything like that.
Okay, then I will eat it.
Anyone else need a charting brick or something?
No,
And
don't worry,
it
thank
tastes amazing.
Okay.
It's very well seasoned for what you can season in a forest. You imagine that they grow herbs
Yeah.
there as well.
Get some
Yep.
pretty nice spices in a forest.
There's bowls of berries and nuts. Berries.
I go join Cassidy for the cigar for a while, and I'm just like, what do you think? What are we walking into?
First of all, I offer her one of my cigars.
I'll probably take just a puff off of his, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I don't go for the expensive ones.
It's just got a real low.
Well, right off the bat, I don't like the fact that one of our own is being targeted by this thing. However, she is kind of our best bet for finding this thing as well.
Yeah.
But
wonder if
Kira's
we could
already
get
made it
it.
very, Kira's already made it very clear she is not willing to be a worm on a hook right now.
Yeah. I don't know that there's a way to get it to switch targets, though.
I have been known to vex people from time to time, but that may
That
not
is-
work here.
True.
In the meantime, I am not sleeping that much tonight. I
I
think if
say
we,
we take watch.
and definitely keep an eye on Kira.
Yeah, I say we take a watch. Each of us take a watch, like on the road.
You have the option, by the way, Kira, of sleeping in the room with everybody, or there's obviously
No,
trees
she doesn't.
everywhere.
I'm
giving her the option.
I'm definitely not going to sleep outside.
Are you sure?
For sure.
We're sure for sure.
For sure.
Okay.
Well, there goes Plan A.
All right, well, we're just going to keep an eye out.
Her head,
Alright.
she's like, boom.
Was Plan A roll a new character?
Who's
You
taking?
guys come back in?
Yeah, we come back.
Yeah.
Are we all here for the night?
Yes.
Same room. We're watching Kira.
I'm gonna cast something that's pretty strange to you guys to see me casting, and a large spectral guardian appears and hovers next to the door
What
in
does
an
it look like?
unoccupied
Good choice.
space. All you see is a slight glowing, gleaming sword and a shield on it. The shield has a symbol that presumably none of you have ever seen before.
You
Sneak trick
drew
back.
it.
It looks like a jack sort of.
A jack.
Like
Yeah, like the game that
Like
you
the
play.
game
Like a
jacks,
spade
like
jack, yeah.
spikes pointing every which way.
Does some of them have balls?
It's a neat trick, Doc.
No.
What's it do?
Anyone who's not one of us that attempts to pass through him will be struck.
Well, that's a sight I'd like to see. Okay.
Does it make noise? Like, are we all free to rest with
Are there
that
any
by the
windows?
door or no?
there's one window.
Can
We're
we-
covering that window.
Paranoid.
Yeah, that
Do you
window's
set it
covered.
up next to the window?
No, I set it up next to the door.
Okay. All right.
She's sleeping the furthest away from that window.
All right. Do you all go to sleep?
You said you're sleeping on the floor, right?
I'm sleeping on the
So
floor.
that's 4th level, but it's not concentration.
Am I-
So as soon as I finish the long rest, I'll have it back, right?
I'm sleeping on the floor in full gear.
I sleep
You
in
are
full
not going to
gear.
get a full night's rest.
If I
Because
gotta
you're
on my gun belt at least.
You're sleeping on the ground, and you're sleeping in full gear. You will not have a full night's rest.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay. You will not get full. Well, luckily you haven't lost anything,
Mhm.
but you will have the exhausted feet when you wake up.
Do I have to?
If you
I
sleep in
mean-
full gear on the ground, yes, you do.
There's,
Fine, they're taking the watch. I'll sleep in the bed. I'll
Okay.
not protest anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep in a bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Well-
sleep under the bed.
On a bed.
Yeah,
You know, I will just wait
sleep.
for my. I will wait for my watch. And
All right. What
sleep.
is your watch order?
I'll take the first one.
I'll take the last one.
Take the one in the middle.
Okay.
I'm not taking watch. I got old boy over here watching the door. I'm
Are you
doing
gonna
more
take a
than
watch,
idiot.
Kara?
If y'all want me to take a watch, just tell
No,
me
we
when.
want you nice and rested for
Okay.
tomorrow.
And I don't want you getting like.
Yeah, so we don't know for
Don't
sure
want you getting
that
the
your
mind
watch
whammy
would
on
help
you.
us.
Yeah.
And,
All right. Let's see.
I was gonna say, during the night,
Great.
I sleep under the covers.
Do you put your wing over your head when you sleep?
Usually.
Like tuck the head
Do you
in?
tuck your head in?
Okay.
Usually.
During the second watch,
Oh, good.
Kara, can you make a will save for me?
That's good news.
I don't have will save. Wisdom check? Or wisdom save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not great. 14.
Where did those nat 20s go?
They don't come all the time.
Give me a second to
Okay.
check. What did you say the roll was?
14.
Okay. You hear the call of some of your people.
I wake up.
They sound like they're in danger.
You're on this watch. right?
Yeah.
Crusher.
What?
I hear my people calling me.
Really? Where are they?
Do I get a feeling of where they are?
Outside in the forest.
They're out in the forest.
Okay. Let's wake everybody up.
You are not going to wait for them.
I'm not.
You have an innate feel that you need to go now.
Mm-mm.
I have to go.
Physically restraining her.
Make a grapple check.
Don't worry. I'm not that great at that.
What is a grapple?
Strength.
Yeah.
Strength.
Strength check.
Good.
Uh-oh.
It's a strength check. Okay.
At what point do we hear this crap?
I'm not being quiet.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh,
Carell's not being quiet.
what the hell's going on here?
What?
It's a 9.
I'm trying to figure out where my thing is on here.
Your what? Your strength?
It's his strength against your dexterity, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
It's my dexterity.
Yeah. I think.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
And I'm trying to resist this?
Yes.
12.
What was your roll?
It was 9.
You
9.
do not grapple Kara, and you
I
watch,
slip out.
I have like
and
a
you
fan
watch
full
as
of
Kara
feathers.
goes out the window.
Yeah. Everybody wake up now. Kara's leaving, and I will run after her.
And that seems like a good spot.
No! 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 I protest.
Oh, I'm so glad this worked out how I wanted. This is exactly what I've been planning for like a month.
Next game starts now.
So stressed out. How could you do this to me?
Wait, did you roll a 9?
No, I rolled a 4, and my strength is +5.
We will see all of you again on April 13th at 2 p.m. Central Time.
April 13th.
Yes.
Is that Easter weekend?
I don't know.
We might.
I don't
have
pay
a
attention to
conflict
Easter.
April 13th.
Uh-oh.
And I think if that's Easter weekend, that's when I'm going camping.
Oh. So
Wait, no, because 13th, that means Becky's on shift, so it's clearly not when I'm going camping.
Easter is April 21st.
Okay.
Okay, so
no,
that's the next
Week
weekend.
before
Yeah,
Easter,
Mama's
yeah.
All right, so this will be the weekend
But
before
what do
Easter.
what do y'all got?
Huh?
It's 1 week before.
What?
1 week before.
Easter is the 21st.
The week before Easter weekend.
No, it's not. It doesn't have anything to do
Oh,
with
okay,
Easter
okay.
weekend.
Ma'am was saying it's the 6th.
It's not my mom told me.
She told you that?
Yeah.
We
Man,
might.
this thing is this Thursday.
We
Okay.
Tentatively the 13th. If we have to
2 out
move
of
that
3
day,
is probably-
then we will let you know. But you can keep up with that on our Facebook page
Yay.
and our Instagram at SCNS Live. You can also find us if you would like to watch our weekly nerd show at SCNS Live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. You can also follow us on Facebook just for fun. I mean, we allow that. We encourage that.
No, follow me.
If you want to follow us all individually, though, I guess we can start doing those plugs if we would like.
You
Jason,
can't follow me.
Jason, where can they find you?
Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX.
I live an ephemeral life. You will not find me anywhere.
That is true.
Ephemeral?
Ephemeral.
Okay, I was like, upper leg.
Good
That's
word.
weird.
Cass, where can they find you?
Instagram and Twitter, Cass_Bradley. Also on Facebook and lots of other places at Now With Milk. Comedy
Excellent.
stuff.
Excellent. Kat, where can they find you?
Instagram at BetterCat. On Twitter, Doa Drawings at Doa Drawings, DOADRAWINGS, where we post terribly drawn pictures of Overwatch League stuff.
Good doctor,
my
where can
name.
they find you?
YouTube and Twitter, Brown Dog Pie Dog.
I love that name. And if you would like to follow me for random little snippets that you won't be able to tell what they are for the game, you can follow me on Twitter at Hawks Perch, or you can follow me on Instagram at Korodono, KORODONO. See, I'm gonna die after this camera is off.
Stress.
Thank you so much for watching. Again, we will try to be here on the 13th at 2 p.m. Central Time. If not, we will let you know via Facebook or Instagram when that if that changes. But remember, we all love you, and always keep on
Keep on
nerding.
nerding.
Nerdy.